Now hear you rascals with your bellies full of pie, and listen to this tale of old where the heroes won't be high.
Hey, he's the master of concealment and an adept at disguise.
With uses when he's seeking faster, husband wants to lie.
He's slain many a villain, be a dragon, buff or wizard. He's looted chests of all the best of treasures he could find. He's the undefeated champion of adventure, war and passion,
And he sings this song as he goes along with a fiddle and a pipe. The grass is green, the air is clean, a sweet lass by my side. There ain't no party looking so as squeeze her up behind. The world is full of monsters, foul, but they ain't here at the time. So lift your roast, propose a toast to these drunken friends of mine.
A hero journey far and wide, but in riches, gold and magic. But he never found his true love sight, and it made him sad and tired.
Mademoiselle Molly was walking, he was shot as he was singing.
And I made a fan from over there with a bow and she was mine.
She apologized profusely, said she thought he was a quarrel, and she carried him to the nearest inn where she nursed him back to life.
Well, they fell in love directly, and she married him that night.
So they're off they down, they got me up for a song about their time. The grass is green, the air is clean, the sweet lass by my side. There ain't nobody looking so I squeeze her up behind. Hey, the world is full of monsters, foul, we ain't here at the side. So lift your roast, propose a toast to these drunken friends of mine.
Hello and welcome to HighRollers. This is the regular D&D stream we do here on the Yogscast Twitch. I am your Dungeon Master, Mark Sherlock Humes, and joining me, I have Kim.
Hey.
I have Tom.
Hello.
I have Katie.
Hi.
And Chris Trott, everyone's favourite little asshole. Welcome to our 5th edition campaign. A couple of quick notes.
I'm out.
A couple of quick notes, and then I will go over a recap for all of you, just to give you an idea of where we are in our little storyline in terms of our game. First things first, if you aren't aware already, we are all going to be at London Comic Con, which is MCM at London Comic Con, which is the 26th to the 28th of May. We'll be doing signings. The Yogscast will be there with a booth, selling merchandise and all that kind of good stuff. We are doing a live HighRollers show on the Sunday, that's the 28th. Time and place to be determined. We're just waiting on MCM to confirm a few last details.
Definitely going to be at MCM though.
It's definitely going to be at MCM. It's going to be a live show. It's going to be like a one-off special, so you don't need to have watched any HighRollers before. So make sure you bring all your friends, even if they don't know anything about D&D. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fun. We will have Matt to follow, who played Trellamar, will be joining us once again. Tom won't be there. We don't really care about Tom.
No, it's fine.
Get a temp guy.
Enjoy. I'm sure it'll be great.
He's like an intern. He's like a HighRollers intern, basically. But we will have Matthew to follow there as Trellamar. We will also be joined by Kit Buss, artist of Critical Role, as a special little guest as well. It's going to be a lot of fun, so come down. We're going to do a signing afterwards, and it's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
And the other thing is we have a brand new shirt, which I don't actually have here.
It's over there.
actually
It's like over there, I can't reach that. It's miles away.
behind you.
But we have a brand new shirt for HighRollers. It's available on the new Yogscast store. There's a whole HighRollers section on there. You just go to store.yogscast.com and there's loads of awesome stuff, including hat films. There's stuff for Kim. There's HighRollers stuff.
It's no Tom stuff. No Tom stuff.
No Tom stuff. No Katie stuff.
One day.
No Mark stuff
Technically
yet.
We should make
Technically
the
HighRollers.
hazelnut.
Oh, good.
What, a branded nut?
Just a nut that you can sell.
A big walnut.
Just a hazelnut.
Like a big chocolate
With
walnut
two L's.
hazelnut.
Branded with
People
Tom's
who are
face on it.
allergic to
I haven't heard that one.
hazelnuts.
Yeah. I'm allergic to Tom.
Well, yeah, I'm intolerant as well, but you know.
They shouldn't buy it.
Also, the merch will be
Cool.
available at MCM.
Katie trying to be professional when you
I
got
try.
like this too.
I try.
So, with
Hazelnut.
that little bit of an announcement out of the way,
Hazelnut.
welcome, friends, to Dungeons and Dragons. We have been having a bit of an adventure over the last few weeks. It's gone on a bit longer than expected, but that is because there has been many unusual developments. The party of Elora, Juto, Cam Buckland, and Mr. Reynard Ferrahorn, Hunter Extraordinaire, always add the air quotes, have been sent to a small settlement northwest of the main capital city of the Dawn Republic. They've been sent to a small town called Velderban, a hill dwarf settlement in a rich, lustrous area full of valleys and farms and a small mining operation as well. They were sent there because the town had become under attack from giant eagles and a rock. But when they arrived, they discovered that it's actually being ruled by the Broken Sky, a kind of terrorist organization that's been plaguing them, that's been their kind of rivals and enemies throughout this campaign. You encountered a few problems, you had to retreat for a bit, and then you've come back to kind of deliver the decisive blow. The town itself is being controlled by two fire giants that you've now learned, one called Gregor and one called Tanya, a female fire giant. You made your way around and you snuck into a series of mines that you know a lot of these dwarves are currently being held in, and you snuck into it via a bunch of tunnels which are actually a kobold tribe's lair. Now, when you arrived, you managed to kind of somewhat bluff and somewhat talk your way through this kobold tribe, who were incredibly fearful of you, and you narrowly avoided marriage between Elora, noble elven princess, and the prince of the tribe at the time, a kobold called Knick-Knack. Having failed a challenge set by Juto, Knick-Knack was promptly exiled as part of his tribe's culture, but you have convinced his father to show lenience if he helps you in retrieving a scepter from some sort of mage or some sort of figure that is running these mines. Now, you did this, you snuck in here to try and free the dwarves and to seek allies, gain allies to turn against these fire giants and the rock that they control. You made your way into the mines themselves, and you discovered that the dwarves are being basically worked to death. They are furiously mining whatever they can to the point of exhaustion. They are being controlled by these thick iron collars that seem to almost be welded onto, like they're kind of like completely encircled and then sealed shut, with giant rune magic actually being able to control them using some sort of stone, which has a similar giant rune on it as well. Using some clever tactics and sending Cam in disguise, you actually managed to free two groups of dwarves and recover the control stones that were being used to control them. And the dwarves have beat a hasty retreat and are currently protecting themselves in a small kind of little chasm off to the side. Now, you do know that there is a half-orc woman here who was part of a patrol sent by Talisval to try and deal with the problem before you guys were called in, and that there is the leader of these mines, or the leader of the Broken Sky, who's kind of operating this mine operation, is somebody called VESUVIAS BLACKMANTLE, a very imposing name, and that is what information you have.
Didn't know his surname.
Well, you do now.
I'm writing it down.
Yep, Queen Note Taker Kim. So, the caverns around you. These mines have been swelteringly, uncomfortably warm. There's definitely a strong, warm breeze that rises up through this enormous ravine that runs throughout the mine. Hastily built rickety wooden bridges, carved stone, occasional blood stains that show kind of almost like a blood mark, a body being dragged to the ravine and then thrown down into the pools themselves. You can see broken pickaxes, chunks of ore that have just been left, overturned barrels and wheelbarrows, and the whole place just has this encompassing, overbearing feeling. You're not quite sure how far underground you are. You don't know what time of day it is. You've kind of lost track of a lot of these things. The soot in the air, there's quite a lot of kind of almost like a thick smog-like substance, which just kind of fills the complete tunnels and these mine shafts, and it's weighing thick on your kind of like eyes. You're constantly having to rub them and sort of wipe this dust out of them. And yeah, just this sweltering heat overwhelms you. You have with you 2 allies, Prince Knick-Knack, a small red kobold who wears a breastplate made from cobbled sort of pots and pans that he's kind of forged into armor himself, a large wok for a shield, and a shabby-looking spear. And you also have an old ally, Cassandra Windale, a paladin of Bahamut, who has journeyed with you and is potentially another Lightborn, as is Cam Buckland.
Oh, it's confirmed.
Spoilers.
There's no potential about it.
She's said as much to you that you basically have the same power, and you've actually witnessed it as well.
Yeah.
So, what would you like to do? Knick-Knack patiently kind of like just walks up and down impatiently. Cassandra tends to a few wounds.
I'm going to go up to
In
Knick-Knack.
fact, she's actually quite injured, so...
Knick-Knack,
Wait, no,
Prince.
I healed her.
Did you?
I could do with a healing.
I currently have her at 15 hit points, so...
Well, I healed her when we were over by the moonbeam thing.
I will
When
give
she took
her...
damage. I don't know, but I can't.
I will give her another 10 hit points.
Very gracious, DM. Thank you.
Well, I didn't look. I
20
didn't write it
HP.
down, so...
I gave her 20 HP at least from my healing, so she can't be on 15 if you've not. You might not. I'm just saying because I remember how casting
I'll
it.
put her on 35 HP.
I will find Knick-Knack.
Yes, human.
Just want to make it very clear, when you see a huge beam projected in a big fucking circle,
The light of the great egg.
It's not
it
that.
blessed me.
you're
He
so
holds his
wrong.
hands up and you can see all these burn marks on his
Hands. I've been
Didn't
blessed.
bless you, it hurt the shit out of you because it's Alora's line. Princess Alora's.
You shouldn't.
She
walk in
made
She's
the
an
light.
emissary of the great egg. I see what you are saying,
And
yes.
she demands that you do not walk into it.
But I was bathed in its holy light.
And look what it did. You're not ready for it.
I am ready. Look, I lived.
God.
I am champion of the egg.
Can I
He
swim
just
over
starts
the beam?
walking around, holding his
I'm
hands
going
up.
to pick him up.
Ah! Ah! Let go of me.
Honestly, we could just get rid of all our problems right now.
We do kind of need him to lead us through.
Drop him.
What's your race? You drop him.
Yeah.
As you drop him, it looks like he was about to try and like swing the blunt end of the staff up into your groin, but he kind of lands on the ground. He's like, growls at you.
I'm still disguised.
I
as,
am still a prince. You should not hand me in this way.
Sorry, customs are different for humans. We're weird.
Knick-Knack, please don't step into the light. It's not a test.
Very
you
well.
You have passed the test already.
I'd be blessed.
You don't need to go in it again, though. Okay?
Very well.
Okay.
I feel like we did a great job back there, and I think a little pep talk, as a post-pep talk, is what we deserve. So good job, everybody, and I hold out a fist bump for everybody individually. Juto.
Nice.
Well, Cassandra just looks and is like, well, isn't that nice? You two are playing friends.
Well, I think it's good for morale.
I just like hold my fist out like that, but I don't really understand it, so I'm just kind of like.
I
Just
grab
holding
your
it.
wrist and kind of bump it myself.
You must punch him in the fist. Punch him.
God damn it. One day.
It was too. I could not resist. I'm afraid.
And this shows camaraderie.
Yes, but you got to do it less hard on the hand. You might hurt yourself.
You did very well, Cam Buckland. Your plan was a little foolhardy, but it worked.
It
His
worked
plan.
very well.
Yes.
Fine.
Teamwork. Teamwork.
Don't make
Ow.
me revoke that fist bump.
It was a good fist bump. Don't pretend it wasn't.
Right.
Did we see anything in here that, like, these things?
Yeah, there's basically
Here,
like
so-
crates that are. Most of them are empty or have like a small amount of ore piled up inside them. These crates have kind of very rudimentary little wheels and things like that on them. It looks like the way that they transport the ore around, basically.
I
And
feel
you can see that these walls have been devastated. I mean, like, serious mining has gone on very quickly. There's debris, there's piles of rubble just scattered around. This is not a clean-cut, being delicate and carefully mining it away. What you guys know of dwarves as well, dwarves tend to be very proud of their work. They wouldn't leave irregular shaped holes. They would make clear-cut corridors, section off an area for mining, build scaffolding.
Well, they're currently slaves, right? So
Exactly. Like, it looks like this has definitely been a rush job.
So, if I was a big, bad wizard man, where would I be in this cave?
They told us.
They told us.
It was good deduction, everybody. If I hold out a fist bump again.
I punch it again.
Do you tell you really
Starting to really hurt the knuckles now.
grasping the concept. I won't do that again.
It's like her fists are made of stone. Like, that's how hard they are. It's just like somebody smashing a giant stone conker into your wrists.
You're lucky Granrand isn't around.
That's true, actually.
We all are.
Very true.
I think it might be best, and I am the thinker of the group, that we find the half-orc.
They said that.
The half-orc is with
With
VESUVIAS. Over the bridge.
Exactly. Which
Do you
is why.
remember anything that you were?
Which is
Do we
why
know which bridge of the two they are currently?
I feel like we should go on the south
I thought it
one.
was this one.
No, it was this one.
Was it?
You
Because
seem to be at an impasse.
yeah,
I mean,
it was that one.
Knick-knack shall make the decision. We are closest to this one.
No,
And he just
knick-knack.
points at the closest one.
I trust this guy.
No, I disagree.
Emissary of the
It
egg
was the one
understands.
further
Yep.
over because there was more guards guarding the bridge.
Exactly.
across.
Why would they put the big bad guy at the closest exit / entrance?
Well, where's the main entrance to the mine? Because
We
we
don't
came
know.
in through like a.
We have no
Okay.
idea.
I mean, we.
That's
could.
the thing is, down here you feel you're not sure which way is north, which way is
Okay.
south. You have no idea which way you're facing.
We came through the tunnels, knick-knack. So
And
we have no idea.
these tunnels, there's very little light. You've got a few sputtering torches. There's occasionally especially in the large ravine, you occasionally get shafts of light coming from some unseen source far, far up ahead, above rather.
I thought in the last session they said that this was the barracks and that's where VESUVIAS was.
That's where the dwarfs are.
They said it's where the barracks are
That's
though.
the dwarf said that's where the
So
guards sleep.
if it's the barracks, that's where the
and-
guards are.
It's where the guards sleep, and it's where they cage the dwarfs when they're not working. So
Well, surely
it's
then-
not.
We should probably stop there to make sure that there aren't any
Kill them in their
prisoners
sleep.
still. I meant freeing the dwarves,
The
but
dwarfs
I mean,
did
we-
say that everyone was out working right now.
What if the stealthiest went down this path, while the aggressive, Juto, goes down this path?
I'm also technically
We
the
could
stealthiest.
pincer attack. Are you?
Yes.
Yeah.
OP.
Though I am
We could
disguised right
pincer
now.
attack. Hmm?
I'm disguised
He is-
right
he
now. I
is
could
still
walk into the
disguised.
barracks and find out for you. With my incredible performance skills, as you have witnessed. I will not stab anyone in the face without you. Go ahead. However.
Didn't have a go ahead last time.
What?
Well, you kind of did. Kind of did. Can we? I'm guessing we can't see beyond the bridge on this side.
it's because the problem is this is very dark. As you start looking over it, you're peering through. There is this kind of fine dust almost in the air. The light kind of gets a bit obscured. You can sort of vaguely see a corridor leading into some sort of opening. You think you might be able to see some tables and some things like that, but it's kind of hard to see. You probably have to start crossing the bridge to be able to see it
I
clearer.
can do it alone and then feedback. I can. No, I can't.
What?
I was thinking about using one of the dwarfs to tell you what's going on with the remote, but I don't think the proximity would work. And that
Yes,
would be kind of unfair on
I
them.
believe you found out that it has quite a short range of control.
Would have been cool though.
Yeah, you almost had to stand next to them to make it work.
Yeah.
True.
I prefer a direct approach, but I will follow your lead in this. I would certainly prefer to cross the wider looking bridge. I remember the one in the other room quite narrow.
Okay. I'll go across this one,
But
and you guys keep watch and await my signal. What signal
who
should
has
I have?
who has good eyesight that can keep an eye on you from this side?
Alora.
Very well. Lady Alora.
Before
The
we
best
go,
systems of perceptions.
I require some healing or a short rest.
I grab a face.
Perhaps we could take a short rest. I wouldn't mind a little bit of time myself.
Can we rest in these caves?
It
That's
would be
where-
risky.
We can go in with the dwarves.
We can, yeah.
That would be at least safer.
And hopefully
Quite
that
crowded.
There's like 10 dwarves in there.
Yes.
Cassandra can't quite fit through in her arm.
My only concern is if another patrol comes through and notices that all the dwarves are missing and...
You are correct. We did.
guards.
I believe we had a very similar discussion last time. I have a small amount of healing left, but not a lot.
Maybe we
If
deal
everyone
with the
is quite
barracks
injured, it
and-
might be best to rest.
I'm on half health.
How about I scout ahead, and then if the barracks seem like a good option,
Well, you might alert people, so if we're going to take a rest, we should probably do it before.
I
you
will reserve what healing I have left in the emergency that any of us were to be grievously injured in an upcoming battle. In the instance, I can give Miss Jing some healing, but I will reserve my innate power from Bahamut.
Yeah, but I like to keep them on me just in
Bahamut.
case, like, I'm separated in battle.
I've got potions too. I think we'll be okay.
Well,
For
I
at
will
least
give
one
Miss Jing some healing now. She kind of kneels beside you. You can see her kind of hold up her holy symbol of Bahamut, a silver
Only now
platinum
do
dragon.
I release her face.
And Cassandra just mutters under her breath. You can hear her kind of making this silent prayer, and then she reaches out with a glowing hand, touches like your arm, and you feel just warmth kind of spread throughout your body, and almost an invigoration. You feel courageous. There is a sense of you can do this, confidence. You get 14 HP back.
Math brain.
So I'll scout ahead.
Cassandra, how injured are you?
I have taken a few blows, but I've seen worse in my time.
Do you need more healing?
I think of all of us, Miss Jean would benefit more. And she taps her massive full plate that she's clad in. I have considerably more protection than most of you.
I can give you a normal potion. I've got loads.
have
Be
one.
kind.
Do you actually have one?
I've got 3 greater.
Glug, glug, glug.
How do you have so?
Cassandra's gulping potion down now.
If you guys need any more, I mean, we're okay.
How many do you have?
3 greater and 1 more normal.
You can see that the few kind of like cuts and scrapes Cassandra had on like her kind of roundish face like just begin to heal up. Her hair kind of, a little bit of it was singed in some of the moonbeam, kind of repairs itself.
I look at the hair, see if there's any kind of light-borny, glowy stuff going on.
Would you want, I can make it glow if you prefer.
Nah, don't waste it.
Yes.
Why, thanks, Lady Cassandra.
As always, we must be ready for battle.
Right.
There is considerable evil in this place. There's something unusual about these caverns as well. This unbearable heat.
Juto's fine.
If I come into trouble, I will storm back down this bridge, shouting something about whipping these dwarves into shape, angrily. That will be my
Don't
exit.
shout too loud.
As in, like, yeah, you'll know it's me. I'll be strutting my way down the middle of this bridge, as if I've just cut off the conversation, and the dwarfs where I was patrolling have got unruly, and I had to go back to sort them out. You dig?
So similar to what we did before.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to head off.
I'm gonna put the stone in my pocket.
Both of them.
Okay. So you begin making your way across
You've
here.
got all of them, I think.
As you step over the bridge, this thing is basically held together, but it looks like it's almost been dismantled from barns and wooden fences and kind of built together. Robust. Things like the nails are exceptionally well made. It shows no sign of like falling apart, but it sways. You've got ropes, and as you step on, it is like wobbling considerably. You make your way across, and again, it shows no sign of breaking, but it is certainly not a comfortable journey. As you make your way onto the other side, you can see a small kind of stone corridor. This one definitely looks more worked. It almost looks like this was done a long time ago. The walls are relatively smooth. There's very little debris. There is actually inset sconces as well, sort of carved areas out where a permanent torch bracket has been placed, and actually you can see now that they have these strange, almost like metal poles with spheres that glow with a magical light, and they actually cast light throughout most of these corridors. You see that there are 2 small tables, both kind of like wedged into the side. They look like they've been brought in. I haven't drawn them on the map. And sat on them are 2 figures, basically. They appear to be right at the edge, and you can kind of see them kind of just sitting there playing cards. It doesn't look like the noise from across the bridge actually reached this far. the sound doesn't travel as well in these places. It seems almost strange, like it should echo, but a lot of it seems to get lost in the ravine. There's not a lot of sound transfer between the two. As you cross, they kind of look over, they're like, oi, what are you doing?
I just salute.
All right?
Just passing through.
Oh, okay. Is it all right over there?
Fine.
All right.
Well, doors were almost dead, but you know.
Just give me just a really basic deception check.
8.
In total?
Add with your modifier.
Yeah.
They kind of, it's like, what? You've not taken a break in a while. Is everything all right over there?
That's why I'm here.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
Taking a break.
All right. And yeah, they just don't seem to react.
Okay. I'm going to keep walking.
Okay. So as you get to the end, you can see that the corridor splits in. Just pull that back a bit. You can see the corridor splits into two. One, so to your, I'm trying to think from Cam's point of view. So on your left, you can see it leads into a large open room where you can see a very kind of roughly built prison has been established. Wooden poles have been kind of put in to the stone itself. There's a crude door, and inside you can see filthy like piles of very little hay, just almost like the worst bedding that they could have provided, scraps of food, that's about it, and it's empty. It's completely void.
No one's in there.
No one's in there. There are no dwarves in there. You do see two more of the kind of Broken Sky guards, again, just sat around a table. These guys seem to be appearing, like eating. There's like a half chicken and a bit of bread, and they're kind of just munching away on that.
Right, I'm going to walk up to them.
Okay. They're like, oi, what are you doing?
Where the hell are all the prisoners?
They're out working.
Oh, I thought
Where have you come from?
Just the other side.
That's where they all should be. Give me a deception check.
18 plus 3, 21.
Are they not over there?
Well, yeah, but one's almost on his way out. I was hoping for some replacements.
No, the Vesuvius, a bunch of them have been taken away. Gregor wanted some of them.
Where'd you get that bread?
Oh, this?
Yeah.
Oh, it's from the
Haven't
doors,
eaten
isn't
in
it?
hours.
Ah, well, too bad.
Where is it? Where's the food stores?
Oh, they just brought it in. Like, it's over by the entrance.
All right, cheers.
All right.
When are you back on duty?
Not for a while now. Pretty much. Going to be, they look around. I don't know, how long's it been? A couple of hours.
I feel like I've been working to death.
Well, go talk to Vesuvius, mate.
All right, will do. Where is he right now?
He's in his room with that R-fork. He's being weird.
Down to the right.
Yeah, you just go, they just like, in his
Have they
office.
not killed that half-orc yet?
No, he's doing something weird with her. He's got one of them collars specially made.
They put it on yet?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what he's doing
She
now.
put up a fight.
Huh?
I bet she put up a fight.
God, yeah, we had to tie her down. We had to get them chains, them giant chains.
All right, cool.
Vicious one. It'll be funny to see what Vesuvius does with her now, though.
Can I
God,
take-
he's a scary bastard.
Is he?
Yeah. Have you not seen him when he's mad? Oh, he's like the room grows dark around him and his eyes are like flames.
Goes dark.
Yeah. Have you never seen it?
Magic bullshit.
Yeah, well, don't say that in front of him, mate.
I know.
I heard he turned Ted into a newt.
Into a newt.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, like a little lizard.
Oh, right. Yeah,
Just
got
turned him into a newt and then stood on him. Killed him, dead.
That's fucking...
Do you know why they did it? Because he heard that Ted called him a magic prick.
Honestly, mate, I don't know if anyone's told you this. You talk too much, and I walk.
Okay. He's like, do I really talk too much to his mate? And he's like, yeah. They just start carrying on. You basically make your way back.
I'm gonna go.
You did see, by the way, as part of this room, the kind of where the prison
I
effectively.
think while I was talking, I was like looking around.
Yeah, you did see that part of it just opens up onto the ravine, and there was a lot of blood drag marks that basically just lead over to this cliffside.
I suppose we can't see him from here then.
No, you can see figures sort of, but it's very loose. There's almost like this constant updraft of like this dust, kind of
I'm not
splitting the two.
gonna tempt fate. I'm gonna go back over the bridge.
Okay, you
just-
pass these two. They look at you again, and this is the one who's a bit more suspicious. He looks at you. He's like, I haven't seen you before. What's your name?
Frederick.
Give me a deception check.
Oh shit. 5. Total.
5. I don't know any Frederick. When did you get here?
Not long ago.
When did you get here?
Like 3 days ago.
And they look
It's
at
hard
each
to
other.
tell with the time down here.
They look at each other and they're like, no, we were part of a group that came here 3 days ago and you weren't with us.
Well, you weren't doing a good enough job, so they put us in here as well.
Yeah, okay. Are you trying to like intimidate him to back off, or do you want to just try and lie? What do you want? How do you want to proceed?
I'm just more
with this?
lying than intimidating.
Okay, give me a deception check.
That's another 2.
At this point, they stand up, and you can see, like, at their side, these guys look a little bit different to the ones you fought previously. They seem to have things like hand crossbows, little blades, that sort of thing, two long blades. These guys each have a very nasty-looking jagged knife in one sort of like holster, and then just like almost like a curved saber in the other. Leather kind of armor. And they seem very wiry. They've got like, you know, they're muscly, but they're not like big. And they just kind of stand up, and the two of them kind of start blocking your sort of way throughout this stone corridor.
There's no problem here. Frederick is a nice guy.
I think you should come and talk to Vesuvius first.
Why? Don't want to waste his time. You want to piss him off?
The other one who's not been talking kind of nudged. He's like, you know, I don't want to piss him off. You know how he gets. He's scared. He's that mage. He's
got nothing to do with the half-orc. Jesus.
And the other guy turns back and he's like, all right, Sam, shut up.
Let me go get my mate and we can confirm.
No, it's all right. We'll come with you.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah. And they're like, all right, after you.
I'm going to walk with a strut.
Okay.
Angrily.
They basically follow very close behind. As you get halfway, you can now see Cam with these two figures. As they kind of follow Cam, they see you guys on the other side.
Before it gets to that point, if possible.
Yeah, they're basically reaching for their blades.
It'd be real bad if this bridge were to collapse or something.
Okay, so that's
pretty
what you say. As you say that, that's when they kind of see, and they're like, hang on a minute.
Running.
And then as you start running, they pull out their blades. They're like, intruders! And they call that, and that's going to be initiative, everybody.
It's another one of those sessions.
Natural 20.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Natural 1 for these guys.
Wish I had that earlier instead of the 2s.
Was that even with your modifier? Your modifier's quite high, isn't
You've heard actually.
24.
Yeah, because of the sound.
No, for your
deception.
plus 3.
Perception.
Oh, I thought you had more than that.
Persuasion is plus 11.
Persuasion.
He's really good at persuading. He's not so good at lying.
I tried.
Okay, Cam Buckland, initiative.
24.
Elora.
20.
Reynard.
16.
Juto.
15.
Do you use your advantage?
I use my advantage.
Cassandra.
Oh dear.
18. Knick-knack. 14. Cam Buckland. You hear shing, the weapons being drawn as you just start running. And so your movement, you start already. You can pretty much make it across to the other side without any problems as you see them, and they're pursuing you as quickly as they can.
I'm going to turn and throw Nimbus at one of the ropes on the side.
Okay.
In attempts to cut it.
Okay, yep. So give me an attack roll, because the rope is quite a thin target. It's not like a big stone wall that's easy to hit. This actually requires some accuracy.
Yep. That's
especially
15.
with a throwing knife.
24.
That's going to hit. Roll damage, but you're going to have to half it for me. Your Divine Strike won't have any effect because it's poison damage, and you don't get sneak attack either. So this is going to be straight damage.
It's a rope.
8.
Also a rope.
8.
So
Is that halved?
Cares about
So
poison.
4. So you kind of throw Nimbus. Now Nimbus is a magical knife, and as it cuts through, it's razor sharp. It shreds probably half the rope with like a as it cuts through, and then it coalesces into mist, reappears in your hand. The rope is fraying, and you can see the weight is straining it. But being good dwarf craftsmanship, there is a couple of ropes that attach the bridge, and so it's going, but it's not going to snap. It needs considerably a bit more force to break it than that.
Okay.
But you're on the other side. You've just thrown Nimbus. Anything else you'd like to do?
I guess my disguise is... I can drop that now.
Oh, I mean, yeah. To equip your armor would take some time. Though it takes 5 minutes to put your armor back on.
Yeah, I'm just going to go to the back of push my way to the back of the group.
Okay, so you basically...
Good luck, everybody!
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, you can get to about here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Next to Elora, who is coincidentally next to go.
Can I...
That's them, they're running in slow mo. What would you like to do?
Do I have like any daggers or something? I assume I have a dagger.
Do you have a dagger on your character sheet?
don't know.
If not, then you don't have one.
I don't think I fucking have anything to cut this thing.
Bow.
But I fucking can't hit with that shit. Like, at all.
Turn to a scorpion.
Nope.
I mean, claws are essentially giant scissors.
Yep, but I
Claws-
have a
claws
very
would be able to slash through it.
shitty thing to hit with those. I guess I don't.
Probably don't know.
I have... magic missiles automatically hit.
Magic missiles automatically hits, yes.
Is there two pieces of... Is it just a piece either side connecting the bridge?
So basically, the way the ropes work, almost like a mini, not quite suspension bridge, but it has like ropes along either side. So you kind of have like ropes like this, but then the ropes actually have like a couple more tied off to make it a bit more secure. So they have almost like additional ropes kind of anchoring it into the wall with pitons, like metal spikes embedded in.
There's not really any way we're going to get through this before they get across.
That's the confidence.
Magic missile would probably... It would be able to probably... The problem is magic missile is like a magical force. It's almost like being punched. It's like a punch with magic.
So it's not just like
So it wouldn't be good against the ropes, but the
blast.
floorboards, it probably could break some.
Is heat metal? Is that can that start fires?
There's no metal, though.
The pitons.
Pitons.
Pitons, yeah. There's like pitons into the wall that the ropes are tied to.
True.
Probably wouldn't
do.
burn through them instantly,
No.
but it would definitely start like almost like holding a flame to them, like...
Can I use the wand of magic missiles?
You can.
And
How would you like
try
to use
and
it?
blast the boards.
Directly under them?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so the other thing with the
how,
wand...
I don't know how
So
that
the way the
works.
one works is it has 5 levels in it.
Yeah. I've
If you
got
cast it at
6
level 1,
charges.
it does 3d4 plus 3.
Okay.
If you can spend any number of charges to increase the level of the casting.
As long as you don't
Right.
go to max out.
If you max it out,
Yeah,
there is
yeah,
a
yeah,
20. I think it's like a 20% chance that
That
the
it might
wand
break.
disintegrates, basically. So if you keep 1 charge in it, you basically.
What if I
you're
use
fine.
3 charges?
Then so it has 5. So if you use 3, it would be.
I've got written
2,
down
3.
6 charges.
Okay, so you've got 6. So if
So-
you use 3, it'd be 2, 3, 4. So it'd do 4, 5, 64 plus 6 damage. And as it's force damage, it will do full damage to the wood.
Let's do that.
Okay, 64 plus 4.
64 plus
Don't need to roll. You basically, Elora pulls forth this golden sort of wand tipped with a kind of red gemstone, and you just, psha! Magic missile!
Do you want me to roll?
You have to say magic missile as the command word.
Magic missile.
And these 6 bolts of kind of just purple energy just fly out and smash into the boards.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17,
19.
8, 9, yeah, 19.
19. The boards smash. They break kind of almost sequentially, so the first couple of bolts hit, cracking the first couple of boards, and then the rest kind of slam into it around the guy's feet. They initially think it's aiming for them, so they try and like move out of the way, and then as the boards start falling, they realize and they both attempt to grab onto the rope itself. One of them does not, and literally plummets. You just hear a scream as he falls. One of them, however, as the boards shatter, manages to basically get both arms wrapped around the board and is still there.
Can I, as my movement, go over and step on his fingers?
Would you like to try?
Actually, no, because I don't want to fall off the bridge.
Okay. Well, would you like to do anything else?
No.
Okay.
No.
Cassandra steps forward. She looks around and she's like, "Am I cutting these ropes?"
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, and then she brings the greatsword down on the one that you'd already started doing damage to. That's easily going to hit. This is with a magic slashing weapon, so she's going to do... Oh, yeah, fuck, that's like 9, 10, 13... She's not going to spend any things. One side of the ropes snaps, and you can see that once one side goes, it kind of... The ricochet basically causes the bridge to do this. It tilts. The guy on the side manages to hold on. He kind of like... He like lurches, but he's still holding on. And he's just cursing. He's cursing all the gods under the sun.
There's many of them.
As it does. Cassandra with her multi-attack then goes for the other side. However, this time she kind of cuts, but it doesn't quite get the angle right, and the rope just doesn't the blade doesn't have enough force to like cut through it. Just kind of glances to the side, but she does move in front of Reynard, so she's basically stood right in the middle. Reynard, it's actually your go.
So how many floorboards are actually smashed?
These two. Pretty much like this whole middle section is gone.
So he can recover himself.
He's basically like, look, he's currently holding on to the end here.
Oh, I see.
And the actual bridge is tilted to one side. And he's like holding on, he's like, Nathan Draking it.
Leave him for ages, he might just fall.
Nathan
I mean,
Drake.
that's what I was thinking. If we all just leave, he's going to be screaming for help.
Yeah, he's going to be
lure a
screaming
load
though.
of people. We can go around
Well,
this way.
No, but he might be able to climb back up.
Reynard, what are you doing?
Shoot him.
You would have I would say with a crossbow, he's got very little way to defend himself. You'd have advantage to try and shoot at him.
I suppose I'll shoot my crossbow at him.
It's up to you. You can do whatever you
Plus
want, Tom
11 to
Hazel.
hit.
And I'll get an advantage against him too.
If you'd like to.
Sure. So...
He is this is literally like shooting ducks, fishing in a barrel.
Alright, well
He's like holding on and you're like, cha-chunk.
So are the ducks fishing in the barrel?
Yeah. Shoot ducks in a barrel.
Does 24 hit him?
A 24 will hit this poor man,
Does it?
yes. I will say that he cannot use his parry or suave defense ability.
Well, I hit him for 11 damage.
11 points, okay.
And that was my first shot.
Okay.
My second shot.
Roll again
Does
in
he-
case
does
you
he-
get a natural 20.
Oh, yeah. I don't.
You don't.
26.
Yeah.
And I do another 10 damage.
Okay, so I'm gonna make a save for him to hold on based on the amount of damage you did. You did 20. How much?
21 altogether.
21
Oh, yeah.
altogether. No, he doesn't. He's 19. As these bolts like wedge into his side, he cries out in pain. You can just see the strength in his arms that are holding up just fails, and his
Nice.
body just.
So how loud was that? 'Cause it
It's
said the
pretty
sound-
loud, pretty
the sound
loud
doesn't
scream.
travel that far in this place.
Yeah, it seems to have difficulty crossing the ravine sound.
Yeah.
Well,
Done.
what did you see?
Well,
What did you learn?
Those guys were very nice, actually. We probably shouldn't have killed them. They had families
Oh.
and children. They were talking all about that. By the way, there was 2 others, and they're probably on their way.
As Cam says that, you don't see them running across the bridge, but 2 crossbow bolts hit Cassandra, or try to hit Cassandra. One actually does manage to hit her, the other does not. Oh no, sorry, this is a D10. These are heavy crossbows. Ooh, 12.
I'm going to shout, everybody, get the fuck down.
32. So, you see... Where are the ones with bows? 2 figures, just barely visible, kind of leaning, and you recognise this as the kind of little bloodstain area where you saw the bodies. 2 large, heavy crossbows, large, wide kind of arms, just being cranked back as these 2 are taking cover kind of like behind the wall, and they're basically like sniper firing at you across the bridge. Cassandra takes one in the side and is like, and staggers back a few steps. The other one glances off her armour.
So they are standing behind a wall and not just on the edge.
It's kind of like like a half, like chest-high video game wall kind of thing, like crouch behind it and like a rock formation more than a wall, like a kind of rocky bit of the wall that's kind of covering that thing. That is them. So Juto, no, Knick-Knack.
I got 15.
Did you get 15?
Knick-Knack got 14.
I thought you had 13. My apologies. I wrote that down wrong. Juto.
So the bridge is still in place, isn't it? But it's
It
got
is
missing
half,
boards.
like, basically
Yeah.
it's like angled, and yeah, there's a huge chunk of planks missing.
Water whip is probably not going to reach them. Although, 5, 10. Can you go like that?
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20.
25, 30. They're about 30 feet away.
But it's probably disadvantaged because they're half height, half cover.
Yeah, they get a +2 bonus to AC because of cover. But you could definitely use it. If it's not an AC
But-
attack, if it's a dex save,
yeah,
then yeah, they
it's
just make a
dex
save.
save.
You basically like whip it over the wall.
It is.
And I believe water whip pulls them as well,
Yeah,
doesn't
it
it?
does. That's exactly why I was looking at
Okay.
my stuff for. I don't have it
Nice.
prepared.
Good luck.
In which case, I will.
So do you want to move up? Move
summon-
I had
Juto
a
up?
grasping vine. but
So
I
Juto
don't.
moves up to the kind of side of it. You summon this water, I'm guessing like from a water skin or something like that you've got, kind of water bender style, and then
Yeah.
you lash out.
Pretty
They
cool.
need to make dex saving throws.
Okay.
Dex of
I need to get the stats for these guys.
14.
These guys are slightly different.
These are actual
14.
extra guys.
Okay. Is it one of them or just both of them?
I'd like to hit both of them. I mean, it doesn't say
I think it's just one target.
a creature.
A creature, okay.
Yeah,
So that is going to be a 12.
He's failed.
Yeah.
So how many key points are you spending on this?
2.
So you're going to spend 2?
Well, no, it was 2
It
just to
takes
cast
to do it, okay.
I'm not going to cast any extra to
Okay, to boost the damage.
to boost the
'Cause you
damage.
can
More for the pulling.
Yeah.
But on a failure,
Yeah.
3d10 bludgeoning damage, and I can either knock it prone or pull it up to 25 feet closer.
I'm guessing you're going to do that,
Beautiful.
and then he has no way to, there's nothing he can do to prevent
enjoy
it.
that.
He basically...
He can enjoy that.
This water kind of launches over, grabs him around the neck. He looks for a moment, tries to grab it, thinking it's some sort of rope, and his hands just pass through the water, and then just he's lifted up into the air and thrown down the middle of the thing. The other guy looks in horror, and you can see him reeling from the devastating attack.
We can't let him get away.
Knick-Knack, after Juto, seeing Juto's heroism, move up beside
Also, I'm
Juto.
excited clapping for that.
What, for
Watching a death.
watching the water just
water
pulling
whip.
him into the middle. Knick-Knack runs up, holds his shield out in front of him, pulls his spear back, takes a moment and goes
Knick-Knack, what are you doing?
for the great egg. Yeah! He throws his spear at the man.
I thought he was going to throw himself. Jeez.
Is that his only weapon?
He's not suicidal. Yes, his spear is his only
He
weapon.
stood in Moonbeam Bond.
It's because he thought it was being praised by the great egg. His spear launches and falls straight down the ravine. He just watches, and he just watches it fall down. Ow, my spear! And then he just stands there, looking into the pit.
It's okay, buddy. We'll get you another one.
He just looks. Cam Buckland.
Is it my go again?
Yeah.
What about
You're top of the round.
you did?
I've done mine, yeah.
He made the other guy drop down.
I'm gonna throw Nimbus.
Okay, with Nimbus, you'll be at disadvantage because it's a
60
long
feet,
range.
though, isn't it?
Yeah, long range is 60 feet. Short range is 20.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's disadvantage.
Give it a bloody good go. That's a 3. 12.
Yours kind of lands 12 total. No, misses
Plus
unfortunately.
2 AC and stuff.
It kind of flies into the middle and it begins falling down. And Knick-Knack looks at you and you can see he's genuinely really sad. And he kind of shares a moment with you. And then the damage just reforms in your hand. And then he just gets even sadder. He just looks like a kicked dog.
Sorry, buddy.
He just looks really sad. Elora.
Oh, shoot. I don't have a plan.
It's alright. I've
What else
lost
do I have?
others in the
What
same
else do
way.
I have? Nothing
My
that...
favourite dagger.
That spear was a relic of my tribe.
Oh, well, they look kind of shit. We'll get you a better one. The scepter.
He's just struggling.
Can you cry? Do you have eyelids?
No, he doesn't have eyelids. Like a lizard, he can't cry. But he just looks really, really sad.
I'm just going to try and shoot.
Poor little bugger.
He looks up at you, Cam.
I should just throw myself in.
No. Jesus, Knick-Knack.
I'm an exile. I'm a failure.
So dramatic.
I
tries
failed
that,
to
I'm gonna
marry the
grab it.
princess. I failed.
Can I make sure my bonus action is held in case he
just
tries to jump?
I'm sorry, I'm trying to get my moonboat stats. I can't find them, they're in between the page. Okay. I'm just going to try and shoot him.
Okay. You move sort of behind Knick-Knack.
Oh no.
Probably not.
Well,
12.
Nope.
So,
A radiant bolt just smashes into the rocks aside, casting this brilliant light across the cavern.
I don't suppose that blinds them at all.
No,
No.
sadly not.
so he stumbles
doesn't
and
cause him
falls.
to stumble.
Cassandra kind of looks around, looks at the rickety bridge, looks at the long distance fighting, and basically pulls Knick-Knack away from the edge. Not really sure what else she can do.
That's for the best.
And she sort of just stands in
Cass,
front,
take that bolt out your side.
throws it into the pit. Ow! And then sort
Nick
of just,
also watches that.
and she just gets her sword out and is basically just trying to impose herself between you and the rest. So they shoot at her.
As a bonus action, I can do a Healy.
Well, you should have done that on your turn,
It's still-
technically.
oh.
No, I just took
Oh, it's
Cassandra's
Cassandra's turn.
Yeah, sorry. Reynard.
How
Federhor.
far do you reckon I could throw Knick-Knack?
No.
You don't know.
No.
Just thinking over the bridge.
Probably-
not over the ravine.
I mean, the hole in the bridge is
not
maybe
a
only
weapon.
about 5-10 feet.
Can I give him one of my bolts? I know it's terrible, but like,
He like looks at it.
can you use this?
Yes.
Carry on.
He takes it.
If you
Like nods.
It looks good.
Yeah. He's like,
Yeah, cool. If we don't get this guy, you might need to go over the bridge to stop him.
he just nods.
Why are you sending him over the bridge?
He's suicidal. He needs something.
He's like, yes, for the egg.
You can get over that bridge, yeah?
Yes,
You're my man.
for the egg.
Cobble
Can I?
thing.
Can I just reach out and just grab part of his armor? So
Also,
that he
like
can't
Cam,
run?
you are readying in case he does something.
You can't run
foolish.
anymore.
I'm also kind of, I'm thinking about it.
So, what else would you like to do?
I suppose I'm just going to
Kin's just so done with it.
hide behind Cassandra and take a couple shots
Okay.
at the guy.
At the guy, okay.
Because I can't really do much else. 11.
22.
So that's
Yeah.
22.
That hits. So although this guy is kind of peering out, you just and you catch like part of his face. He's like, ah!
Part of his face.
Yeah.
Full damage as well.
Only 11 of his face.
He's like, ah! As it like tears a big chunk of flesh out.
But also
And then you cock the crossbow.
18
That still hits him,
my
even
God.
though he's got this cover.
for another 11 of his face.
It's like he's hitting through the wall.
You can see him like again. This one seems to tear like part of his shoulder armor off of his like body, just like rips like leather patches away. He's like ah,
Okay.
as he just shudders backwards.
What's the range of that? It's like beyond 30, isn't it?
Yes, it's 30 feet from Juto,
I
basically.
don't suppose my scimitar can get over that, can it?
I believe it can.
I can.
And also, your scimitar can just hover in the air.
It's probably
Ah,
is it
yeah.
not still there because of the last one?
Oh no, I think I've recovered it.
He returned to him. It basically returns to him after a certain amount of time.
So, can I throw it and
Uh-huh.
then say the command
Yeah.
word, and then it's 33 from that distance?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Cool. I don't even need to do it, but I want to do that.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna.
So you hurl the scimitar, this bejeweled scimitar.
You better be telling me the truth, by the way.
DM never lies.
Okay. I'm throwing it, and then Axel.
And it just kind of flies up into the air, right into this guy's face. Give me the attack roll with the scimitar, please.
Is that a bonus action?
It's a bonus
bonus
action to activate.
It's OP.
It's more OP in Reynard's hands than anybody else's because,
Yeah.
like, he's an archer, so it's like pang pang, go sword.
Is 27 a hit?
Yes. This man was not expecting a scimitar to just appear from this chasm. He was just like, why is that guy throwing his sword into the pit? Ah! He just like
expecting an electric
impales into
guitar
his
noise.
leg.
That does 8 damage.
8 damage. He's like
Jesus.
desperately fending it off with this crossbow, just like, ah, get away! And it's just wearing him down as it does. On his go, he kind of like manages to kind of like defend himself from the thing. Crossbow kind of reloads, and then he's going to probably take a shot at Juto for pulling across his mate. That is only going to be a 14.
He says no.
So the bolt just, but this dancing sword, he's like, zing, and it just flies off to the side.
How damaged does he look?
Loyal.
He's got definitely like a big chunk of like flesh torn from his face. His armor's being pulled aside. The scimitar's got like serious like cuts into his arm and things like that. He's not looking well. Juto.
Am I close enough to grab Knick-Knack?
You can easily grab him. He's pretty small. He's kind of like in between Cassandra's legs at the moment.
I'm going to say Knick-Knack to me.
He's like, ah!
I'm going to cast Fly
Okay,
with
on
my
him.
DOS loot.
So you pull out this
no,
loot. Okay.
with my DOS loot on
Okay.
me.
Okay.
But I'm going to grab him
Okay.
and fly over the ravine.
Okay. Juto's not very strong. You need to give him a
very
strength
big.
check. He's not very big.
so?
Yeah. It's not very
Can I
hard.
test that before I fly though?
You kind of like pick up. Yeah, you pick him up.
11.
That's enough. You just start flying him over, and Juto and Knick-Knack just, and you can easily get over across this ravine.
Noise of the spell.
Knick-Knack's like holding on to you. You kind of hold him, and he's kind of preparing himself, like, yes, yes.
Can I go, because that's like,
30 feet from
yeah,
where
and
you
I've
were.
got 45,
Yep.
so can I kind of safely
Yep.
be on ground?
Yep. And you just drop him.
Drop him.
You
and
actually
then-
deploy him, like from midair. He's like, now, demon, and like he just drops onto the man.
I'd like to attack as well.
Yeah, but whilst you kind of you drop him and then you dive down in like this flurry of attacks as he's just like, yeah. flying through the air like Captain America.
Natural
Oh
20.
shit.
So you just whoom into this guy. Guandao, double the dice. It's pretty nuts.
Were you hoping for Knick-Knack to get a
Double
kill?
the poison damage as well.
Oh, this guy's so dead.
I hope so.
Now, these guys are pretty tough, actually. They're
Yeah.
just being sucked a little bit.
I just did the most damage I've ever done, and now you're going to beat it.
6.
Wait.
So, and then this
She's
is
rolling
plus,
2 dice instead of
this
doubling.
is plus 5 as well, right?
Yeah. But you
Okay.
don't double the plus 5, you just add 5
Okay,
to the
so
total.
6, 9,
9, 14,
14, and
20,
then
23.
yeah.
23 points of damage. You dive down, whoom, the Guandao just pierces through. You're pretty much sure you've just sliced through ribs, maybe an organ, and he's just like, oh, as he stumbles back. Second attack.
16,
It's gonna hit
17,
him.
18, 19,
Yep, he doesn't have cover against you, so. Again, as you land, you spin the Guandao round, whoom,
11.
spin down, another deep cut into his side.
Don't tell me.
Technically, I just remembered casting fly would have been your action,
Oh,
so
really?
you would have got the attacks.
Do you want to wreck on it?
We're gonna have to
That
roll.
all happened in
Fuck's
Juto's mind.
sake.
I just it is an action to cast the spell, I'm afraid. As badass as that is,
Can we just imagine that happened in my mind? Just
yeah.
That's
you're
the
like,
big plan. Is
that's
you're
what you're
flying
planning.
across.
You're just like, this is what I'm going to do to
So
him.
let's rewind back.
So you fly over,
Knick-Knack
Deployed
is-
and then you deploy Knick-Knack.
Can I fly?
No, because that's as part of an attack
requires
action. You have to do it.
attack.
However, Knick-Knack, like Captain America, puts his shield first, holding this crossbow bolt as his melee weapon, and just. I'm going to give him advantage for this. Oh, well, that was cocked. That was also cocked. Come on. Natural 20.
Good old Knick-Knack.
I'm so happy for him.
He does do quite a lot of damage, so I don't have to completely erase all of this. He lands, and the guy's kind of looking at Juto, and this scimitar's fighting him, and he's trying to think about where Rayon's coming from. And you get the moment that maybe he's thinking of fleeing, like he goes to run, and then you just drop Knick-Knack, who puts the shield first, and like a cannonball, like Captain America in kobold form, just lands on the top of the guy's head, and you hear like a crack, and it's just like, oh, like the guy's concussed. Knick-Knack flips over him, and then as his extra attack, he tries to shove him with the shield. 15 for him. 13 for the other guy.
Ah, Knick-Knack! Yeah!
And he just like, he lands and then he's like, sorry to steal your thunder, Juto.
No, that's fine. I deployed him like an angry Pokemon. It's great.
Yeah, basically. You threw him out like, Knick-Knack, I choose you!
If only we could put him in a ball.
Yeah.
maybe.
And as he lands, he like looks, and he looks around. Ah! He just throws his arms up. He's just like, demon, you have earned my trust this day. And then he drops the crossbow bolt and picks up the guy's dropped like a dagger, like or something that he had on him, and he just picks that
Cool.
up.
Reach my fist out like that.
He slams it with a shield, and it hurts.
Knick-Knack, do
He
you
throws
wish...
your crossbow bolt into the ravine.
What?
Garbage! I require only this shield.
You'll beat me back for that, Knick-Knack?
He just holds the shield up, this big wok, basically, that's been like converted into a shield with a bit of rope.
Master Knick-Knack,
Ah,
do you wish for your spear back?
no. This shield is the greatest weapon I've ever wielded.
Because I could technically fly down the ravine and get it. Okay.
Well, the ravine is deep, like
Yeah.
really.
It's about
And it's
200
got
feet.
water at the bottom of it.
If we
Good,
could be
good
worse.
try, but
I name this shield Shield of the Demon.
there you go.
It's sort of
What's he
named
saying
off
And then he takes
I
like
don't
a
know.
rock and he starts like trying to draw a really crude picture of Juto onto like the curved side, but it's like really bad. It's like a kid's drawing with like big
Yeah.
angry teeth and like horns.
I motion to Juto to fly back.
Maybe we should go over there.
Yeah, but the bridge is off.
It'll be fine. Watch.
You're going to try and cross the bridge?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to need to give me an athletics check.
Can I do acrobatics?
Yes, actually you can to
Tightrope
try and
walking.
well, more like just balancing. It's more of a balancing act.
24.
That is enough. Cam Buckland expertly, basically, when you get to the planks, you have to sort of just like climb over it a bit. So you're going to need to give me an athletics check for this one bit because there's nothing for you to balance on necessarily.
Natural one.
You're like, okay, you've been
See,
using,
it's
you've
so
kind of like
easy.
been using your feet along sort of like the edge of like the other rope and the wood, and you've kind of been balancing. And then when you get to this gap, and it's not very far, you think you can just probably reach across.
This is when I look back and smugly.
You
look
kind
at
of
everyone.
and you one hand you just lose, and you're dangling by one hand now at this point.
This is not a prank. I'm stuck.
Give me another athletics check. What are the rest of you doing while he's doing this? Because it looks like he's struggling. He's like holding his whole body weight up with one hand.
And I suppose I'm going to grab whatever rope I can and sort of...
Do you have any rope?
No, I mean, I guess like the rope of the bridge. Like,
Okay.
Unless is he that side of the bridge?
No, he's
like in
on
the
your
middle.
current side, but the rope that's dangling is like connected to the wall still.
You got
Can I cast levitate on him?
Do you want to do that? Do you want to do
Shout
that?
at him.
You can shout at Cam, yeah.
Yeah, I want to shout at Cam.
Yeah, shout at Cam.
Use the cloak, you idiot.
Oh. This is my athletics check of 11.
Okay, you're just holding on still. You haven't like you're it's like getting heavy, but you're like, come on.
You
think
already
about it.
used it, didn't you?
No,
It's
not.
got a time.
It's got an
it's
hour.
not
He used like, I think I said 30 minutes of it. So you watch as Cam like looks at Elora and is like into a raven.
I just fly
the other
embarrassed
side?
to the other side.
So
I'm gonna stay as a raven for a little bit.
It's a little bird
Maybe
hopping
find
around.
a little like hole to just hide in.
Okay, like ruffle your feathers a little bit, little bandana.
Yeah.
Pincer attack!
what?
It's really hard. It's like
For what? For what?
Vesuvias!
it's like really muffled as you're shouting across to each other.
Oh.
It's very hard to hear what the other side's saying. You don't even hear that. Knick-knack is just like just
I'm
jumping
gonna-
up and down.
Gonna flutter my way to Juto and knick-knack.
Okay.
And then appear. Hey. That went fine.
Got about 28 minutes left.
Just staring.
I don't think they can hear you, by the way. When I was over here, I couldn't.
Yeah,
It was very
just like,
muffled.
what are they saying? I can't hear.
can't.
I think they said go to the left.
We're gonna have to cross the other bridge. Cassandra's
I can still.
armor.
You're
is
still
too
flying.
heavy
You've got an
to
hour.
cross that.
As long as, you
I'm
don't,
gonna
as
fly-
long as you don't cast any other concentration spells.
I'm gonna say,
Don't.
shall we ask them to advance on the other side of the bridge, on the other bridge,
The other bridge, yeah.
so that we can pincer attack?
Yeah, and then we should have like a time when we both go in. Or maybe we should rest.
Maybe you should just come back.
I can't hear you.
Can you still fly?
Yeah.
I'm just continuing to beckon Juto back to the other side of the bridge.
I'm gonna fly
Pointing to
over.
Cassandra's armor.
I'm gonna
like,
fly
there's
over.
no way.
What about knick-knack?
I can fly back.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Cassandra can't get
We
across this
understand. We propose a pincer attack from the other bridge.
bridge. You don't know who's over there. There could be more guards.
We could scope it.
We can deal with
Interesting.
guards. If they're I can't deal with anyone at range, but if at least I can fight them in combat, it should be easy enough.
I've killed like 8 people.
Reynard, Mr. Ferrohorn has proven considerably effective considering what you told me about him.
Yes, but I'm just aware that
Your
splitting the
scimitar,
party
by
is
the way,
a bad
Reynard,
plan.
flies back to you.
There are 3 of us in each party.
Yes, but
They won't expect an attack
Does
from 2
Knick-Knack
sides.
really count as a member? I think he's like a half, isn't he?
Yeah.
Maybe a quarter?
I think so.
He proves
It's-
himself.
Admirably.
I mean, I barely saw what happened over there, but that was pretty good.
On this other side, I'm trying to teach knick-knack the proper fist bump protocol.
Okay.
Like you put the shield down,
Okay.
and then you fist bump. No, you don't have to be aggressive about it.
Why? Then I do not understand why we do it.
Camaraderie. It's like bowing. You don't bow and headbutt, do you?
We do. Kobolds do.
All right, cut
It's
back
how
to
you show the deepest respect.
And then yeah, he just kind of like shrugs.
Forget it.
Okay.
Nope. Pick up your shield. We wait for them.
He like holds it over his face and it's just like an angry Juto face. And he holds it up at you.
This is what I think of you.
What, you think Juto of me?
Demon shall murder you.
Yeah.
Great.
Right.
I love this kid.
What are the rest of you guys doing? Whilst that interlude.
I think a pincer attack would work fine. It's what I suggested earlier.
Points.
Yes, it is. Look at the VOD.
Regardless, it seems to be that it will be the easiest way of dealing with this.
I mean, she's huge. She's not getting over anytime soon.
No, I know.
If Miss Jing has this ability to fly, she can always retreat to us if things become difficult there.
Well,
Mr.
I thought
Buckland.
the idea was we were going to go across there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Are we
going
going to
to
go across?
Pincer attack.
Okay.
Okay.
With pincers.
All right.
Your pincers.
If someone dies.
You get to say, I told you so. That's
It's
the
okay.
role of the sensible person.
You've got 2 expendable characters.
I've flown back over.
Okay,
There's
so you
2
fly back
expendable
over.
characters in this party.
Juto lands. Knick-Knack is
Yay!
like, nods. He's like,
Pincer attack.
I'm more worried for them.
Sweet.
very well.
They made their choice.
Do you guys want to move? You want to move your side of miniatures, Tom?
Do
you
they
move it
know
up to
when
the other
we're
bridge?
going to attack?
No. We have no way
Just-
of communicating.
We're just going.
Yeah, well that's it. Like at this point, you can't really
Just gonna
communicate.
Listen for the sounds of screaming.
Sweet.
And then you guys make your way around this way.
Okay.
So,
Listen for the sounds of knick-knack.
Stealthily.
so the first thing is Juto, Cam, and Knick-Knack. You pass through. This is an area you didn't explore before. This appears to be a large open space. There is a number of these crates. Some of them sealed. Some of them look like they were in the midst of being sealed, full of ore. Tons of it, mixture of different things, mainly iron, but occasionally you find a few other bits and bobs here and there. There is actually tracks, kind of rudimentary, not quite metal rail tracks, but kind of like almost like a wooden sort of like easy rolling system that's been built, sort of like grooves in wood that these wheeled sort of carts fit in. And this does actually seem to begin to slope upwards. You have a feeling that this may be some sort of like main entrance, or at least leads to another level, and it does seem to head up basically.
Is it that way?
Yeah, that
Going
way to
off
the
map.
yeah, exactly. That seems to lead up, and again, it just kind of descends, goes dark. You don't really see what else is up there. Directly in front of you, you see another worked stone corridor. Reynard, Cassandra, and Alora, you guys get to the other side, the bridge that was previously being guarded in another encounter you guys had. And you can see another one of these bridges, but very narrow. Only one person can kind of go across it. This doesn't look as secure as the previous one. The other one looked like it had been more well established. This looks like it's been built quite quickly. There are ropes that connect it, but there is not the supporting ropes and pitons. This is literally like rope, single rope on either side as a handrail, and then just wood with rope as well. It's very sort of loose and ramshackle. As you look across, you guys can see that there appears to be mainly Juto, Cam, and Knick-Knack can see this. The corridor seems to go down. There is a slight alcove where it looks like mining once occurred, but again, these kind of wall sconces have been placed with these glowing sphere lights that cast quite a bright radius around it. And then at the very far end, there is actually a pair of well-crafted wooden doors inset into the stone itself.
Okay, and there's no one in front of it.
You do not see anybody in front of it.
Okay, so I reckon we should quietly go to the other side of the bridge and meet up with the buddies.
Yeah.
I'm
I like how you guys had the thing about pincer attack, and I knew all along that you didn't have to worry. Yeah, you guys basically sync up. You managed to meet up.
Oh,
What a grand discussion.
As you guys get over there, pincer. As you
jump around the
get
corner.
close to the door, I need everybody to just give me a stealth check real quick. Cassandra's at disadvantage.
Oh no.
Whopping 6. Knick-Knack's a natural 20 for 23.
we're only as good as our weakest person, aren't
Yep.
we?
So at this point, it's Cassandra. Unless
18.
I got 18.
19.
I got a 7, but it's
oh,
Cassandra's
you were the
fault.
no, Cassandra was a 7 as well. So you're both like loudly like, what do you think's up here? Pincer, pincer attack. That was not a bad plan. Isn't it? Clank, 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 clank. As you get close to the door, though, Cam, Reynard, Elora, you guys can hear as you're approaching it. You can actually hear somebody speaking, and there's a few kind of sounds like almost like furniture being moved around, and then you just get like, yes, yes, yes. Now, yes, bend down. Yes, 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 yes. Pick that up. Yes, yes.
Very good, very good. Yes, this is working well. Yes, just remove that. Yes, that's quite pleasing.
I think we should interrupt this, perhaps.
Does this sound like any of the parties you have in Talisfal?
And then you basically hear, be quiet. Who is out there? Tom?
Yes?
What are you doing out there? I told you I didn't want to be disturbed.
Sir, there seems to be a problem.
You just hear like
Everybody hide. I can deal with this.
Cassandra looks around like.
We're gonna attack.
We're going to pick up.
Lure him out.
We're going to pick up Knick-Knack and
What is everyone doing?
and just hide behind him and his shield.
He's
in the
like,
very corner.
He just holds it up.
Just gonna hide up the little.
Yeah, like
corner.
Cassandra will basically try and head into the alcove if you want.
The element of surprise here.
Okay.
G2.
I'm gonna stay.
I'm gonna.
Tuto
back
just
up.
stands behind him
Yeah.
like, you're a fucking idiot.
I'm gonna hide, but
That alcove is very tight.
no, back
Oh, all the way
around
back
the
here.
lip.
Yeah, I'd say Juto's the only one who's quick enough to literally dart behind that because of your enhanced movement. The doors swing open.
Which
and
way?
Outwards actually. So you're like, whoa! And you stumble back. The room beyond, darkness spills out. Curled tendrils of inky blackness wrap around the door frame. You see nothing beyond except a dark, endless void, and then two glimmering points of ruby flame just erupt, and striding forth, large, black flowing cloak, tall collar, rings on each bony finger as this man's slick-backed hair, piercing eyes descends, and his voice begins to tremble.
Why have you disturbed me?
Well, the problem is, alright, you've got some weird fetishes going on with a half-orc.
He seems to grow in size. He sort of almost fills the doorway Gandalf style.
What did you just say?
I mean, is it the age that's got the problem with the hard of hearing?
Give me a second. I gotta think
Why have you
about
got to be
this.
such a twat?
I gotta
Why is your
think.
default mode twat?
When there's confrontation, that's my go-to.
It's my go-to.
I'm going to be walking backwards as well, as if to try and bring him into the room.
Before you get, as you go to take that step, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
He's going to make me shit myself.
You're turning into a newt. It's a tiny lizard.
And it's down
8.
Okay. Take 10 thunder damage, and you are blown back through this room. The rest of you, a deafening kaboom just erupts. Not quite that far. He's only pushed back about 10 feet, and yeah, you are knocked prone as this thunderous force. He doesn't even speak. I mean, you know how magic works. He doesn't speak. He doesn't gesture. He just glares, and with a hand, just boom, you are blown off your feet and knocked backwards.
Insolent, miserable fool! You speak to Vesuvius Blackmantle. Dare not speak against me in this manner. Apologize now, or I crush you beneath my boot.
Your name sucks. Fuck you.
Oh,
Okay.
Where is this guy in Vesuvius in relation to all
Sorry,
of
I will
us?
put his. He is right in front of the door. Do you want to pop that just on the doorway
Oh,
for me?
nice. Look at him.
got white hair.
Okay.
Vesuvius.
I'm just imagining Sephiroth music. Vesuvius!
He holds up a hand,
Singing it.
and at the edge of his finger, a glowing bead of orange flame begins to generate.
I'm going to start running now.
You just get up and start running. Okay. Pick yourself up.
Miserable coward, flee while you can. I will have the guards disseminate you into pieces. I shall feed you to the dwarves themselves.
They're all dead, lol.
And you run away. And then Vesuvius goes back inside and the door's shut.
What?
So do you want to remove that miniature for me, just temporarily? Boop.
What was the plan?
I was hoping he would be annoyed by that and follow me, but, you know. Also, that really hurt. I just want to point that out.
Can I borrow your disguise for a little while? Which name did you use again?
Tom.
Okay, I know there was a Sam as well.
How?
The guy.
How did you hear this though?
You didn't hear it.
Do you want to capture me?
Well, I was more thinking of getting him to come out and chase you because you called him a magic prick. He crushed someone under his boot, turned him into a newt for it.
You don't know any of this.
I don't know any of this.
I've been.
You don't have to whisper. I get that you're doing it for the immersion, but you don't have to whisper.
Well, Cam could have told us about it when he came back.
Yeah, I think I would have caught you guys up at some point. There's a newt. He got turned into a newt, and he's quite powerful. And he also casts darkness.
And there's a guard over there called Sam.
There's a guard over there called Sam, but I think he might be dead now.
Yeah,
We killed all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can have my. I'll go get my own armor, and you can take the disguise.
Yeah. Just try that again, try and get him out of the room for a little while, and then we all just ambush him.
What are you doing?
If the half-orc has one of these necklaces on her, chances are we will need your abilities to read Giant to see what the runes say on it.
Then I'll get into the room.
Can
dark in there.
Can I usher everyone to move away from the freaking doors? Can we move to where Juto is?
Yeah? Yeah, you guys move down that way.
Ain't no party like a
And
Juto party.
but out of viewing distance of the
I
doors.
assume
Okay.
we're hiding. We're not being that dumb.
Okay. Yep.
Wow.
No, you say that, Cam, but
So
If she's got a collar on, we have no way of stopping her.
unless we get the stone off him,
Yeah.
Oh,
it might be a different stone.
Cassandra
Different
looks. I briefly saw. I mean, he seemed to be conjuring pretty powerful magic.
Yeah.
It seemed like a fireball he was about to cast. I'm not super familiar with magic, but
Well, it was flame from his finger. Yeah.
I mean that's what a fireball spell looks like at its original point. Is a small
That
bead
would've
of
sucked.
energy.
fireball
Well, yeah.
looks like flame.
Yeah.
Write that one down.
It begins as a small ball and then it launches like a bead.
It gets really big.
Yes.
And hurts a lot.
So we should be careful around this mage. His reputation seems at least well earned.
He also doesn't like to leave his room, clearly, so I think luring him out is going to be difficult. We have to give him a damn good reason.
There's 2 bodies over here.
No, there's not.
there's not.
There's
They
no
fell into
bodies
the
over there.
ravine.
There's none here. We threw these ones over.
They're all gone.
Yeah.
You have
think we
one.
threw
You
those
have
over.
one outfit.
And I'm wearing it.
Everything else you've either thrown into the ravine or used.
We're a special group.
I did tell you to hide.
I was waiting for Katie to just be like, I did tell you we shouldn't have thrown
Anyway,
them all in the
what I
ravine.
was gonna say is, the orc woman. We don't know what's controlling her. They've had to make a special collar. Without Ethane, who was the only hope at figuring out how to disarm this, we might have to fight her, and she's someone from Tal's Val. And I don't know how we get around that.
Utmost priority should be to remove the stone from him. If it indeed is powered by that.
What if we just go in there and tell him the dwarves have escaped? Wouldn't that get him to leave? His entire mining operation is gone.
Maybe.
As you guys are having this discussion, you hear the doors open.
Oh.
You guys are kind of off to the side, so you're not looking down this corridor at this moment. The doors open, you hear them close again, and then you hear footsteps.
We're going to have a look. You're stealthy.
It's footsteps coming towards you.
I'm going to hold my scimitar just for the ready.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to hold action until I see Vesuvius.
Okay. You hold back, and striding past you is a muscular but not very large, not tall, kind of a normal height, average height, half-orc woman, long black hair, wearing small clothes pretty much, just basically wearing sort of underwear-ish kind of outfit. Manacles ripped, like iron wrist guards with long chains, like hanging down, and a thick iron collar. She walks past you, looks at you. You're wearing an outfit, right?
Yeah.
She looks at you and she's just like, "Hello, guard. Vesuvius asks that you summon the rest as there is somebody who has caused problems and he wishes to find them."
Very well.
"Thank you." And then she walks back.
I'm going to kind of keep on behind. It's like, what was the word for the stone?
Blood. Blood.
Blood. Stop.
You don't have to say
Carries
stop.
on walking.
You don't have to say blood.
She gets to the door,
Stop, turn around.
opens the door,
Okay, running.
steps through.
Hiding.
When she was coming out, did we catch a look of the runes on her neck?
Or why don't you give me a perception check?
I suppose I would have to do that as well.
Yeah, you're the only one who speaks.
Oh,
Natural 20.
Okay, Reynard. Not being too distracted by her, very physical form, very kind of muscular, well-toned, but still semi-naked. You glanced at the manacles. Whilst the wrist guards were iron, just like the necklaces, they did have runes carved into them. You understand that them to be the giant runes for fire and ice, one on each wristband. The one around her neck wasn't iron, it was black. It was actually made from obsidian. And it did have the same blood rune, but it was multiple copies of it. It was almost like the whole thing was just engraved with multiple copies of this blood rune. Very different to the other ones you've seen. And I'd say with the natural 20, you do remember one of the guards, or you remember Cam telling you that one of the guards did mention about like a special collar being made for her.
Yeah, I think I said that last time as well.
He's going to be the one with the commands, the ability to do anything about it. So we have to disarm that from him.
I'm not sure about the fire and ice bracelets though.
That doesn't sound good. Maybe it gives her the ability to cast
I could
both.
go invisible and try and pickpocket him
Yeah,
while you are distracted.
but it is unnaturally dark in there.
You need to draw him out then.
Okay, I'm good at that. It went well last time.
The good thing is that she asked you to summon guards.
That's true.
But
However, we don't
that
have any
does mean
cards.
that there's quite a lot of guards still around.
Or he assumes so.
No, he
Yeah.
assumes that they're still alive.
There's potentially some at the. I guess that's the entrance that way. I guess
Which
like
other levels?
there were people outside when we got in, so there might still be some up there.
Someone give me an IRL time check.
It is 28
28
past.
minutes past.
So that's about break time.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a short break. We're going to run some ads. We're going to rejuvenate, and then we will be back to see how this wondrous plan plays out.
That sounds sarcastic. See you in a bit.
Now hear ye, oh you rascals, with your bellies full of pie, and listen to this tale of old where the heroes won't be high.
Hey, the master of concealment and an adept of disguise.
With years is when he's sinking faster, husband wants to lie.
He's slain many a villain, be it dragon, buff or wizard. He's looted chests of all the best of treasures he could find. He's the undefeated champion of adventure, war and passion.
And he sings this song as he goes along with a fiddle and a pipe. The grass is green, the air is clean, a sweet lass by my side. There ain't no party looking so as squeeze her up behind. The world is full of monsters, well, but they ain't here at the time. So let your roast propose a toast to the drunken friends of mine.
A hero journey far and wide, but it riches, gold and magic. But he never found his true love sight, and it made him sad and tired.
Mademoiselle Molly was walking, he was shot as he was singing.
And I played a fair from over there with a bow and she was mine.
She apologized profusely, said she thought he was at war. And she carried him to the nearest inn where she nursed him back to life.
Well, they fell in love directly, and she married him that night.
So the off they down, they cut me up for a song about that time. The grass is green, the air is clean, the sweet lass by my side. There ain't nobody looking so I squeeze her up behind. Hey, the world is full of monsters, but we ain't here at the side. So lift your roast, propose a toast to the drunken friends of mine. schools with the bellies full of pie. And listen to this tale of old where the heroes both beat high.
Hey, he's a master of concealment and an adept at disguise.
With heroes is when he's seeking faster, husband wants to lie.
He's slain many a villain, be a dragon, buff or wizard. He's looted chests of all the best of treasures he could find. He's the undefeated champion of adventure, war and passion.
And he sings this song as he goes along with a fiddle and a pipe. The grass is green, the air is clean, a sweet lass by my side. There ain't no party looking so as breeze are on behind. The world is full of monsters, well, but they ain't here at the time. So lift your roast, propose a toast to these drunken friends of mine.
A hero journeyed far and wide, but in riches, gold and magic. But he never found his true love sight, and it made him sad and tired.
Mademoiselle Barley was walking, he was shot as he was singing.
And I made a fair from over there with a bow and she was mine.
She apologized profusely, said she thought he was at war. And she carried him to the nearest inn where she nursed him back to life.
Well, they fell in love directly, and she married him that night.
So they're off they down, they got me up for a song about their time. The grass is green, the air is clean, the sweet lass by my side. There ain't nobody looking so I squeeze her up behind. Hey, the world is full of monsters, but we ain't here at the side. So lift your roast, propose a toast to these drunken friends of mine.
And welcome back to HighRollers, our D&D stream. Just before we took a break, the gang have made their way through the mines, pretty much cleared it out of guards, but now they battle the conundrum, that is, they have encountered the leader of this little operation, some sort of mage by the name of VESUVIAS BLACKMANTLE, who has ensorcelled or otherwise controlling a half-orc member of the guard from Talis Val. He's already been quite angry at Cam Buckland for intruding upon his sanctum, and now the group have hatched another plan to try and deal with him.
Yeah, so 3 things. 1, the half-orc didn't care about us. She only had her order to gather the guards and didn't care about the rest of us. So she only takes singular orders.
It means that her personality is completely gone. The dwarfs could at least see us and look desperate. It means that she can't.
It's all subject to big bad mage guy.
2,
Yep.
he's not a big fan of you as a guard.
Who is?
Good point. None of us are a big fan of you.
That's, I mean, you're putting words in people's mouths. Alora.
I agree, Knick-Knack says.
Knick-knack.
Alright, well, 3 out of 4.
3.
Cass likes me.
You're all right.
I'm with
Next point.
Knick-knack. Anyway, 3. I could go in there this time. Oh no, wait. This is the actual third point. I forgot the third point. If no guards turn up, because he summoned the guards to his room, if no guards turn up, he might get annoyed and come out anyway. Or
Knick-Knack
send the orc.
looks up at you all. You all speak too much. Why do we not just kill him, like the others? We have slain them all.
He's very powerful.
Very powerful.
I mean,
He is not as powerful as Demon and Demon Shield.
Well,
We are unstoppable.
Juto's very powerful, however,
You are weak. No wonder he defeated you.
I'm going to hold the
Pathetic.
symbol of Bahamut up to my ear, or how do you pronounce it? Bahamut. Anyway, I'm going to hold it up to my ear. and
There's
say,
a guy who was at one point like, yes, I will now worship this god.
You pronounced it. Anyway, I'm going to hold it up to my ear.
Bahamut.
And just
Bahamut.
like, oh, what's that? Oh, don't attack. Said not to attack just straight away.
Cassandra looks at you with a sort of like, Knick-Knack, give me a deception check.
Oh, sweet. That's 19.
Ah, well, if the great egg has said, very well. I
Hold
trust
fire.
in you, emissary.
Well, you know.
But I still think that one is weak and pathetic.
Yep.
Cannot
just
be
nodding.
trusted.
Juto's just nodding.
It's all right. He like pats your
sympathy
knee.
patting me.
Yes.
Well, there's only so much I can take here.
He's like patting his knee. He's like, it's all right. You cannot be as strong as Kobold.
We could let Knick-Knack just run in on his own
I will defeat him.
and defeat him.
Yeah,
He will kill Knick-Knack.
Knick-knack.
I cannot be slain. I have proven this.
Pompous face.
I guess that's me.
How good are you at just conversing with this man?
Very. I mean,
Can you be a
He
guard?
talks a lot.
He definitely
about
has a
it.
silver tongue.
Do you have a way of bringing him out that we can then attack him while he's out?
I will no doubt do a better job than you.
That's not the question.
I can't guarantee he'll come out. He's crazy. Like, he launched you across the room.
You need to provide such a good distraction that Juto, potentially invisible, could take the stone out from him, and we could then use the abilities of the half-orc as well. And then he'd be trapped outside.
We perhaps need to barricade the doors once he is outside.
Yeah. So I could help do that with Knick-Knack. Because
So I need to get him
so
out.
mighty and powerful.
To here?
Roughly, yeah.
You guys are going to hide along here. I get him past that point. You
Yes.
barricade the doors from a
Yes.
mage.
Yes.
The half-orc will stay in there.
She'll probably be ordered to come out as protection with him, I assume.
And what do we
So-
do when he's out here?
Well, I think one of us should take the stone, if possible, from him immediately before fighting occurs, and we're unable to. And then we have all factors possible on our side to take him on.
I think fighting perhaps is not the answer here.
That's if you fail.
What do you suggest instead?
I think conversation.
What kind of conversation?
If he knows...
At the end of a spear! Knick-Knack cries.
He is clearly
Crossbow.
too strong for us.
Yes, but he is also part of the Broken Sky who, upon seeing any of us...
He seems different, though.
He sounded like a mad spellcaster to me.
Exactly.
The thing that the kobold, the king, said that he had... it was like a scepter that he had, wasn't it? That
It might not
they
be
wanted.
him, though, because we didn't see a scepter on him.
He might be
Yeah.
holding it in the room.
You didn't see a scepter when he came out the door? Well, Cam was the only one who was looking at him.
But
and
that's
Cam didn't
what
see
they
it.
want. They want a scepter because they've seen someone with a scepter, and he seems the type. A mage who
It
would
is the
have-
leader. The leader holds the scepter.
He's
Was
more
that-
leader than most.
Did you see him, Knick-Knack?
I have not seen him. Scouts have reported it.
Every guard in here has pointed to this big wizard dude being the boss of everybody.
Yeah.
Game logic.
That's what they said, the boss man.
They said,
But
"Go
I
see
feel that
Vesuvius
perhaps you
all
could
the
use
time."
his madness against him.
He was exploiting the half-orc, that's what we heard. He was into that. So is there any way we could submit ourselves to that kind of thing to...
You are disgusting. Disgusting creature.
I'm just saying,
Filthy.
he's got...
Why do you think these impure thoughts?
I'm not. I just witnessed them. And if we can exploit that, his weakness, I'm the
Yes.
sexiest here.
But the orc
just-
is also completely under his control and won't attack him.
No, I'm just saying, we lull him. Sexually.
Cassandra looks at you very scared. You can do whatever you want, Cam Buckland, but if that lunatic comes near me, I will impale him on my sword.
I wouldn't bring that upon
He is
him.
clearly a mad, depraved magic user. This world would be better off if he was dead, if he was slain.
I'm in agreement.
And how do we use his madness against him?
Any ideas,
Miss Jean?
Cass?
Enrage him?
One sec, drop your mic. It's not plugged in.
Wow, this whole time...
It sounds fine, but it'll
Oh,
sound
okay.
It's through other people.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
You are an idiot.
Thank you.
At least he's not
Bye.
paying us.
Thank
Yeah. So,
Um,
what would you like to do?
he gets enraged very easily,
I'm back.
but it's just that just causes him to lash out.
Perhaps flattery?
Yeah, he loves that. You didn't like the opposite. Maybe we can submit something to him, like on offering.
Like a kobold.
Oh,
The prince of the kobolds.
submission of all the kobolds, so that his mining operation will go unhindered. In return for the half-orc,
What are you saying?
I do not think
you have
that.
to pretend. It's a lie.
I do not think that will be enough to free the half-orc.
Too much talking. Kill now. Cassandra's like, shut up. Clips him around the
He
head.
does have a point.
Shall I just try to lure him into this room
Yes, and then we'll try and trap him outside
with flattery?
and take the stone.
The only way that we can, the only way that it's going to have to be one of you guys because you're human.
I can go
We
invisible
all-
briefly, but whether it's enough to confuse him enough to take the stone, I don't know. But I can be plan B if we don't get the stone immediately.
Okay.
So we'll hide in here and here, and you can
With
guide him
your
up here.
disguise.
Yeah,
Would it be, Cassandra looks, would it be better for me to wait further back?
You're quite
Yes.
loud.
Yes. Shall I keep, and she points at Knick-Knack,
Yes.
the kobold with me?
Yeah.
Very well.
If anything, he could be another distraction, running around.
It might just enrage him. If we're trying to flatter, I would keep him back for now.
True. We can disassociate from him.
So, you're going to swap.
I'm going to strip down.
disguise. Okay. Put your armor back on.
Yes.
Takes about 5 minutes for you two guys to basically swap this. It's mainly like a cloak and a tunic, so your armor, you technically have a slightly lower AC while you're wearing this.
Okay.
It'll be about
15 at the moment, but
so yeah, it'll only be 14.
okay, I'll take that.
You can't be Tom anymore, because Tom was annoying to this guy.
Hold on a minute, I'm confused.
Not you.
Reynard, you can't be Tom anymore.
So I need to be Sam.
Sam.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. Trot, do you want to position yourself?
Wham! I'm going to go here. Where's everyone else want to go? You're going to go to the door.
Mhm.
Knick-Knack and Cass back
Stay
here.
back. Juto,
It's
where are you
next to
going?
Cam.
Are you going to cast invisibility now? Okay, so it lasts an hour, so you are currently invisible.
Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? There?
Okay. Tom Hazel.
Knock, knock.
You hear nothing, and then you just, there's like somebody quickly moving around a room. Pick that up, yes, do that, stand there. And then, boom, the doors fly open once again. Tremendous force as you kind of get knocked back, and you stare into this endless void of darkness. 2 ruby lights flicker into existence as before you strides forth Vesuvias Darkmantle.
Can I do some kind of perception check to see if this is all like Wizard of Oz kind of?
You can give me a perception check, yeah.
Yeah, like if this is,
Is it all?
11.
Is there a curtain?
Is there a curtain in the room?
Perception is
13.
+2, 13. Looking at it, like, you briefly steal a glance, you're invisible, so poking your head out doesn't matter. You see, darkness kind of enshrouding this room, and this figure with these kind of blazing, glowing eyes strides forth, dark robes, bony fingers with rings all around them. You can see bracelets and vambraces on his arms as he strides forward, and he stares, and he seems to loom quite tall in this doorway, and he looks down at you. Have you found that miserable cretin that dared disturb me earlier?
Mighty Vesuvius, how I tremble before your might. We were beckoned towards you. What are your commands, sir?
So first of all, give me a persuasion.
In my perception, did I see any stones?
Persuasion.
No. You did not.
That's 20, unnatural 20.
He looks down at you, he's like, fool, I have given my orders already. You are to capture one of your number that dared insult me.
I fear, Vesuvius, that this man, he's separated a group of the guards in one of the other rooms. Now,
Traitors.
I dare not repeat the words, for I do not believe them myself. He called you a magic prick.
And he glowers. Summon what loyal forces you have and deal with them. I should not be disturbed from my works for these paltry traitors.
They are talking of taking the dwarves for themselves and halting this entire mining operation. I cannot stop them on my own, but your powers, Vesuvius.
So you can either deception or persuasion, and I will give you advantage.
Add them both together?
Advantage, thank you.
Yeah, I will give you advantage as you were playing into his flattery.
So deception or persuasion?
Yeah.
Yeah, which one's best?
That's 22.
I will deal with these interlopers myself. Stand back,
I guess
peasant.
bowing as I walk back.
And the door's shut,
What?
and then you just hear some muffled thing. Give me a perception check, actually, Tom.
That's
You get like
8.
and then the doors fly open, black void, and striding forth.
Oh, mother terrifying.
Vesuvius stands forward, but also behind him is now this small basically half-naked, half-orc woman who just follows behind him, but she kind of holds herself extremely femininely, like she kind of holds herself, like trails behind him. And he's just like, lead me to these traitors.
Right this way, Vesuvius, my master. And
I guess I'll just wander through.
Okay. Right, and yeah, he just starts following you.
Okay. Laura. You can see in this
Are you going to do pickpocket?
with the bow.
The door shuts behind him. As soon as he steps,
shit.
the half-orc shuts the doors, I should have said, sorry.
Okay.
how loud are the doors?
But how loud?
Yeah.
Pretty loud, like boom. Like when they open, it's like boom, and then close. Yeah. Are you trying your pickpocket? What are you guys doing at this point? I'm saying that this is literally, he's just stepped out and he's just started following Reynard in disguise.
I'll be back.
Do I get advantage because I'm invisible?
You do. I will say you will have advantage because you're invisible.
Natural 20.
Oh.
Plus 4.
Okay.
God dang.
You look around him and you can see he's wearing these flowing dark robes, but underneath he has a tunic with belts and multiple pouches. You make your best guess. You kind of sneak up behind him, stealthily moving. You flip gently open one of the pouches, one of the little tricks that one of the monks taught you how to do, how not to rustle the bells on the training dummy. You flick it open and you reach in, but you don't see, you find something round and you kind of grab onto it and you pull it out. But as you kind of secret it away, and as soon as you touch it, it actually technically turns invisible along with the spell. But as you pull it out and you feel it, it's not a stone. It seems to be some sort of like wand, like a thin shaft, very much like a Laura's Wand of Magic Missile with a round sort of gemstone head. And you feel that, and that's what you pull out, basically.
Okay. I run away.
Okay, you just step off, basically, straight away. He doesn't seem to notice you. I will technically give him a perception. Sure, Bronco won't get one.
Do you want me to?
What?
Try.
You can't talk, otherwise he's going to hear you.
Oh.
Like, especially to Juto, who is right next to him. You can't see Juto as well.
Okay.
He didn't seem to spot either of you two. He's just following behind Reynard. At this point, what are you doing? Cam, Cassandra, and Nick Nack are off to the side. They're basically pressing themselves up, trying their best to hide.
That's pretty much what
is
I'm
anybody doing? So you just continue hiding?
I'm just observing them and kind of slowly moving.
Okay. So
with them.
Does the wand have any kind of runes on it or anything?
you run your hands over it because you can't technically see it because it's invisible. You run your hands over it. No, it doesn't seem to be. It's kind of got like some ridges and some decoration, like almost like a vine wrapping around it, that you don't sense any runes. As they stride forward, so Reynard, I'm assuming you're leading them just straight through into this main entrance. Cassandra and Nick Nack are right up against the wall. Get to about the middle of the room, actually, and then have those two come behind you. As you're moving through, Cassandra, you basically hear her like knock something, and her armor like ding, and Vesuvius turns
might
around.
I say?
Give me a deception with disadvantage.
Can I also do something?
What would you like to do?
Can I
So do we take my lowest or
whisper
highest?
Yeah,
to the
lowest.
wand?
Oh, okay.
Stop.
But you started.
Yeah. Stop. Nothing.
Nothing.
24.
He like goes to turn. What?
Your visage, it's terrifying. I just wanted to remind you. You're a creepy guy.
Creepy.
You're a... you instill fear.
Yes. Good. You know your place.
Yep.
Perhaps I shall promote you. You have brought the news of these traitors to me. What is your name again? Sam, I believe.
Sam. That's my name. I didn't say that earlier. It's Sam.
Yes, you remind me of Sam. Very well. You shall be Lieutenant from now on.
Lieutenant Sam.
Yes. Lead me to these traitors.
I have a prosperous future with you, sir.
As you can continue moving down.
So I'm going to take him down this path.
Okay.
I'm going to do like army pointy maneuvers as if we should like follow,
Yeah.
and I'm going to start skirting up towards Cass.
Okay.
I'm gonna whisper.
Holy fuck! Yeah.
I took this out of his pocket, but there's nothing else. And just
I put my hands out.
As soon as it goes into your hands, whoop, it appears. It's a wand. Silver, black kind of iron bands, and then a red gemstone. And Nick Nack, as soon as he sees it, he's like, the scepter! You found it!
What does it do?
Give it to me.
What does it do?
no.
What does it do? Wait.
It's the scepter my father wanted. Give it to me.
Can I look at it and see if I know what kind of? I don't know.
Give me an Arcana check.
Can I do one as well?
Everyone can make an Arcana check.
Natural 20.
Oh my god.
Well, with a natural 20, Laura, you look at it, instinctively, it is not giant. This almost has elven elements to it, the vine kind of wrapping around it, looks more fey-like. You suspect it is a magical wand. You're not quite sure what, you'd need some time, you'd probably need to spend some time with it to attune it and figure out what it does. You're almost certain this would not control the necklaces and things like that.
When I was pickpocketing, I didn't.
You only really had time to
Feel
grab something, but there was no pouch that would have contained a stone like the other ones. You went for the largest pouch you could, which had this wand in it, which was very large. That was the only thing that you really think could have housed a stone, especially with the natural 20. Like, you're pretty sure he doesn't have one on him.
Okay. I'm gonna communicate that to these two. Like,
Okay,
he didn't
that's what you guys have.
I'll communicate
Reynard.
that it doesn't control.
Alright, I'm going to get to the bridge.
Okay.
I can't believe it, Vesuvius.
He looks, they have destroyed this bridge.
They plan to uproot this mining operation. I can't cross this bridge, Vesuvius. I
like-
believe they are over there, though.
You cannot? My lieutenant, perhaps you have disappointed me.
I can try.
Cross!
Okay.
Guys, little plan for us.
Like the four of you are like, all right, team huddle. Reynard's probably dead.
Shall we leave?
We could knock him out on the bridge. Knock him off. At least Vesuvius.
Okay, you guys say that. He points at you.
Deal with them, my lieutenant.
As I said, Vesuvius, I cannot control them with my mere mortal
Slay
powers.
them!
There's many a number of them, sir. I fear only you, with your powers, are able to take them on.
Very
I
well.
will assist you as best I can.
Then we shall take the other bridge. Come with me.
He turns around.
He looks at the half-orc. You, follow me.
Vesuvius, wait! I see them over there. I can hear them.
Deception check.
That's 19.
What?
Turns around, moves up,
We should just.
and he starts peering.
We need to hit him. Big blast.
They're taking the tunnels over there. Apparently there's some small tunnels over there. They're leaving via those tunnels.
I cannot see anything.
I'm going to use this to move.
Yeah, I'm going to assume that you guys have slowly begun moving your way down.
Who's got the biggest blow? Not me.
Stealth checks from all of you moving up. Okay.
Do I get advantage because I'm invisible?
Yes. Well, I would say you just don't need to make it.
Okay.
8.
15.
8 with Cassandra as well. As you move up to the corner, you're busy talking to him, and he's just like, "What's that?" And he turns around, and he sees an armoured boot and a leather boot with a bit of a green cape sticking out. He's just like, "You!"
Me?
What? Who are they? And he points, you! And he like turns around. Show yourselves!
I'm gonna step out.
You.
Yeah, that's right. The traitor.
Miserable
I hate you,
cretin.
Sam. I always have.
I will slay this man for you, Vesuvius.
Kill him, Lieutenant! Kill him! And his
You can't
traitorous
catch
allies!
me, Sam.
Okay. I'm gonna pretend to charge
What's going on right now?
at Tom. Or
Okay.
Cam.
Cam, yeah.
Tom Cam.
In doing so, I'm gonna grab Vesuvius and just sort of spin him into the wall and just smash his head into the wall as best I
Okay,
can.
so you want to just throw him aside. Okay.
Well,
Okay, yeah, no, I see what you're doing. So you're going to give me a strength check?
so I'm gonna end up this side of him.
Yeah.
Strength check.
Yep.
Oh, 19.
Okay, so a couple of things happen. You're like, "Ah!" and you charge forward, but you actually kind of do this move where you like bump into him, grab him, smash him into the wall, or like spin him around. Vesuvius smashes into the wall, and you can see his head kind of collides with it. Ow! And he just cries out an ow. But the half-orc woman, as soon as you do that, just one of these chains bursts into ice, like frost, and it. Give me a strength saving throw.
Oh no. 24.
Okay, you barely duck as this icy chain rips around where your body would have been. You kind of duck and roll and charge forward. She just is completely calm. She's just like, and like, but you can see there was incredible force behind it. Okay. You duck and roll. Vesuvius kind of like, he's like, ow, kill them! And he points at all of you at this point, and we're going to roll initiative.
Well, we got him out of the room at least. Shit.
I need
rolls.
a couple of stats here. So we're going to have.
So this was the plan, right?
Yeah.
Cam Buckland.
6.
Elora.
20.
Reynard.
19.
Juto.
8.
Cassandra and me.
We did so well.
12.
I'm invisible, I'm fine.
Knick-knack. Knick-knack has a whopping 10. So, Elora Galanadel.
Has he seen Alora though?
He hasn't seen
No.
me.
Currently around the corner.
Just cast.
The only ones he's seen is Cassandra, Cam, and Hazel, Reynard.
Hazel.
Sam.
Knick-knacks there, okay.
Yeah.
He's in there.
It's like tucked behind Cassandra, like through her leg.
Ready to fight.
What a conundrum. How to deal with a half orc like this? I can see your little poker face, like you absolutely want to tell us like what's going on.
What?
But you know,
I
after we solve
don't know
it.
what you're talking about. I'm eyeing up. I'm trying to play my villain.
That owl's quite revealing.
I will.
Yeah. And the whole get them.
Yeah. I think we're.
So he hasn't seen me at all yet. How far away is he from me?
Well, you haven't seen him either.
I haven't
so
seen him.
you know that he's around the corner. You can hear this commotion, but you can't see him. You have no line of sight.
You know the door that he came out from? Is there anything unusual about it?
You can see it. Just look like a door.
Stone doors.
Was it a stone
Wooden
door?
doors. No, they're wooden doors.
Wooden door.
Oh,
But like really like well built into the stonework itself, like flush, really well crafted.
I feel like we're going to be running from this half orc for a little while until we figure out how to stop her.
Can I
Kill him!
go back to the door and see if I can open it?
Yeah, you can run. Yeah, do you want to run back?
Yeah.
So double dash move. So that's going to be like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 25. Yeah. So you move double thing, and I'd say as a bonus action, you can just open the doors. You open the doors. Inside, you see not darkness. This time you see a room. A table covered with plates, food, well cleaned, put aside. You can see a bed, well made, clean linen, pillow, comfy fluff pillow, a desk with several journals and books written on it, a small knapsack just to the side, folded clothing, a small kind of like bucket full of water, like hot soapy water and some sponges and things like that. Lovely little room.
Does it look like it's an illusion at all?
You don't know. Like, if it was an illusion, you can try and you want to touch something. Yeah, like you lean over. Like the nearest thing to you is the desk. Boom, boom, tap wooden desk.
I'll grab the knapsack.
Yeah, it's
What's in it?
light. Like you look inside it, it looks like it's like a traveling cloak, some food like rations and things like that. Something that somebody might grab if they were to quickly have to leave.
Right.
Like a few traveling clothes.
And the journals beside that.
Mhm.
To see if there's anything.
You can, but that'll be your
Right.
next turn. This is probably like all
Yeah,
you can
that's-
manage. But it looks like a perfectly normal room. Reynard.
So what was my bonus against attacks of opportunity again?
I believe you have disadvantage. Anybody with making attacks of opportunity have disadvantage against you.
Right. Can I,
So you could try and move away.
in the same action,
Mm-hmm.
I guess, is Vesuvius right in front of me?
He's behind you. Remember, you wanted to get on the other side.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I kind of just
You're
want
so
to...
kind of facing towards Cam at this point, but you can turn around and like try and do something.
I kind of want to just... Yeah. All right. I'm going to acrobatically plant my feet on him, launch off him, pushing him away, also trying to escape at the same time.
Okay, you can try that. Give me an acrobatics check.
That's a solid 11.
So you jump up, and as he sees you, kind of, he's like, eh! And he like ducks away, and so you don't have anything to push against, and you kind of just boom, like land on your back awkwardly. The half orc uses this opportunity to try and grab you with these icy chains again. Give me a strength saving throw with disadvantage.
9.
Okay, so this time the chains just wrap around, and magically they seem to almost like coil around your legs, and suddenly like you're restrained currently. You also take 4 points of cold damage as these chains are icy cold, and they're starting to burn against your skin, and you can feel the cold creeping through. And yeah, you are currently restrained.
Okay. I'll lay down then.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, like, you just, as you kind of leapt up to try and like drop kick him and push yourself away, he didn't expect him to be as cowardly as he perhaps was.
Yeah. All right. That's my turn, I
That's
guess.
pretty, well, you still have, I'd say, no, because you're restrained, so you can't move.
Yeah.
You've got bonus action.
Axel!
Axel! Wow! And the scimitar flies up into the air. Who would you like it to attack?
I want it. So can I actually command it to do anything in particular, or does it just attack?
It only attacks. You can literally be like, attack a person. I mean, or like an object, like cut the rope bridge or something like that you could do.
Yeah, I guess I'll just... The thing is, I don't want it to necessarily attack him. I want it to just sort of swish at him and sort of slowly push him back. But not necessarily attack
try,
him.
yeah, you
Attack him as well.
Yeah, Alright, I'll attack him at the same time, fine.
Cut him and get him to go back.
In that case... 18 plus 8.
Yeah,
that's
that hits him.
26. And a d6 plus 4. That's 10.
10. Okay. So, here's what happens. The scimitar launches into life and begins swiping towards Vesuvius. He kind of like, and you can see there's this kind of barrier of magic, but the scimitar just cuts through the magical blade, and it cuts one of his arms really badly, like a deep gash. And then he just gets to the ground. He's like, no, stop, I don't want to fight. And he's just like throwing his hands up. He's like, I surrender. And he's like holding his bleeding arm.
Okay. I guess if we're still in combat, I can't call the blade back, right?
Well, you can if you want to.
It's still going.
Okay.
No, it might not attack next turn.
Yeah, so on his turn, he's like, Gonka, stop, release him. Like, I want to surrender, and he holds his hands up. He's like, I don't mean, please, don't hurt me. And he's like holding his bleeding arm, and you can see the visage, like all the darkness and the size and the glowing eyes is gone. And you can now just see he's kind of got like a sickly kind of, his hair's like slicked back, but it's all kind of wet and sweaty. He's kind of got like a very pale complexion. His hands are really bony and thin. He's not a very pleasing man. He's just like, a bit pathetic. The half-orc woman the chains just let go, and she just puts her hands to the side. He's like, please, and he holds his hand up. He's like, bandage me. And the half-orc woman like comes up and like gets a bit of cloth and starts bandaging his arm. Doesn't do it very well, but.
So are we out of combat now?
It's up to you guys.
Keep that scimitar on his neck.
The only thing he says, if they keep hurting me, you have to kill them. And that's what he says out loud. And then it is Cassandra's go, who steps around the corner with a great sword, lets out a sigh. She kind of lowers it down. Are you truly surrendering, mage? He's like, yes, please, I don't want to fight. I thought I could scare you off. She like looks at him and she's like, Cam, Laura, Juto, what do we do?
Go back over.
We need to disarm him.
Reinhardt.
Knick-Knack comes around the corner.
Can we grab him?
He just, thump, it's like, he just gets yanked backwards. And then, Juto, like Cam, pretty much breaks down into the rest of the combat. What do you guys want to do? You can carry on if you want.
Can we take him into...
Well,
we shouldn't do this in the open. If guards come past, if there are other guards.
I think you've killed them all. Are you saying that out loud?
Yeah.
He's like, I think you've killed them all, please.
All right, I'm going to grab him by the scruff of his...
As you go to grab him, the half-orc woman goes to attack you. He's like, no, don't touch me. Just I'll surrender.
I'm not trying to hurt you, Vesuvius.
Look, I surrender, all right? I surrender. Just don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Fine.
What have you done to the half-orc woman?
I haven't done anything. The giant runes. I can't stop it. They've branded me with their magic, and so I can control her.
You.
And he holds up his arm, and you can now see that there is a glowing, like, burnt-in brand on his wrist. And he's just like... It's different to the control stones. They didn't want it to be abused, so they give it to me.
And
I'm supposed to be controlling things here.
You're the best person to have this control.
They think so, yes.
You kept up this visage for them?
Yes. He's like looking around. He's like, look. I will tell you what I know. I will help you as best as I can. But you can't. Please don't kill me. Please, don't hurt me. Why do you think I was in that room all that time? I don't want to deal with this. And he's like nervously looking around. I'll tell you what I know, but I please your word that you won't hurt me.
Where are the soldiers
really?
from?
My name... I'm Nigel Buckthorn.
Nigel Buckthorn?
Yes, I'm from a small village. He holds his hands up. He's like, the Broken Sky, they came and they killed a lot of people there. And they were recruiting. They said that they gathered up anybody that fought back and made them a deal that they would spare their families and their lives if they joined them. And Look, I know a little bit of magic, a few illusions. I used to entertain tavern patrons, for goodness sake. And when they came calling for me, I thought for sure they were going to kill me, so I made a big show of being a sorcerer, of being a magician. They bought it. They thought I was some powerful spell slinger or something, so they took me back and they gave me a command. And ever since then, I've been managing to kind of, pretend. It was quite nice being in control and having power, so I kind of just went with it.
Nigel, am I still a lieutenant?
If you want to be, sure.
Promote me again.
Captain.
Again.
Commander.
One more time.
General.
Nice. General Sam.
What were you
Tom?
getting from that?
I just wanted to see.
The half-orc lady naked.
He starts to go a bit red. I've never I'm not very good with people, and just it was quite nice having. It's almost like,
Death glare.
It's like looking around.
Have the knapsack that was in with the traveling cloak and stuff, and hand it out to the half-orc woman and say, "Let her dress."
He's like, yes, put it. It's like she reaches in. There's like a shirt that's it's small on her, but it fits. There's no trousers, but there is a cloak that she puts on as well, so she at least has like a shirt and a cloak.
What a terrible life you have.
Where are the soldiers from Talisval?
Gregor, the giant, he asked for them 2 days or 3 days ago. I can't remember. He's taken them to the dig site where the female fire giant is.
What's happening there?
I don't know. She's got some... she took the dwarf wizard from the town. He could read languages that I couldn't. They took him there to investigate some sort of dwarven ruin or something. They've got a treasure hunter with them, a tiefling like her. I actually can't see Juto, so he just says, a tiefling, some sort of treasure hunter, supposed to help them get past some traps or something.
What else do you know?
Well, not much. There's guards at the entrance, 30 of them. The giant brought them here yesterday. He said that not adventurers, I'm guessing that's you, came and attacked, killed a bunch of men, so he brought more reinforcements to guard the mines.
We managed to slip through some other tunnels into here.
Oh, the cobalt tunnels, I knew we should have dealt with them.
Well, for your sake, it's probably good that you didn't.
I suppose.
Are there any other guards? Are there dwarfs still working?
They probably would have heard me if they had. No, most of the guards, they're not very nice. They basically made them work until they collapsed. Those that passed away, they threw into the ravine.
I'm gonna whisper into his ear, because he can't see me.
No.
I'm gonna whisper in his ear. What would happen if I removed your arm?
He looks around, snatches his arm back hastily. He's like, it wouldn't matter, the magic's in me. The brand is symbolic, I suppose. Magic sigil.
So what if I were to kill you?
Look, I have been courteous. I've surrendered. I've told you information. I would hope that...
And yet you still have a half-orc slave.
I can't help that. Look,
While you're alive.
Maybe the dwarf wizard can undo it, or something. They wanted him for a reason. He understands giant rune magic.
And what about the collars that the dwarves are wearing? Is there any way you can take them off?
Not me. I may be able to perhaps depower them so the stones can't be used. The sigil gives me sort of a authority above the rest. You can either break them off, tools, a smith may be able to do it. The fire giant has a number of dwarven smiths working for him. They could probably remove them. Or the giants themselves with rune magic. Please, please. I know I've done some terrible things. It's because I got caught up. They would have killed me if I revealed my true nature. I've had to play along.
And what would you have accomplished had we not interrupted your little...
Well, now give me your word and I will tell you what they were doing here, but I need your word that you won't harm me.
Sure.
Whoever is invisible must make the same agreement.
Cam and the Broken Sky have done this to people before. Dmitriev didn't want to work for them, yet he was coerced.
However,
They're
his actions
terrible.
with this half-orc were not commands given by people above him.
All right, I got carried away with the power, all right? I don't know, have you ever had somebody that you could literally tell them to do anything? It's intoxicating. I know it's wrong, and you can lock me up, throw me in a prison cell or something. Make me suffer that way, but please, I don't want to die.
If she were to walk away from you, after what proximity would your ability not
No,
work?
it doesn't. And he points at the obsidian collar. It's stronger than the other ones. We only needed proximity for the dwarves because, well, they were already surrendered. She pissed off the giants too much. There is no limit to the command range. She will carry out whatever I tell her until she fails, until she dies, effectively.
Can you command the giants to take a collar off?
No, the giants. They have no collars. They're the ones that created these devices.
Team huddle, without you. But the scimitar will cut your throat if you do anything.
If you attempt to kill me, I'll at least make her try and fight to the last. I'm not that pathetic. I'll go out fighting if I have to. And I don't want that to be the case. He kind of holds himself, takes a few steps back.
The options we have are we trust this thing and we utilize his abilities with the half-orc to help us remove the collar, or we kill him.
He can at least help to free the dwarves.
We don't know what will happen to the half-orc if he dies.
Sure.
There's probably multiple people in control. The giants can probably control her just as much as he can.
Also true. Well, we need to get to the source of who put this on and remove it.
We either go to Gregor's forge or we go to the dig site. I suggest the forge.
Okay, and then we go under the pretense that he is leading us there, and we are all his guards.
And I'm
But they
General
know
Sam.
that
We can't
are.
be seen by
Yeah,
anybody.
they know our faces.
We're going to have to get some more.
necessarily know mine.
They know yours.
They
They
know
they
yours now.
imprisoned you. Do you not remember
but then
this?
we killed like most of those people.
We can
They still
we
know.
can leave with Vesuvius dismissing the guards at the entrance. We can leave and get more disguises.
I'm assuming you've all stepped away and you're whispering
Yeah,
this.
yeah. In a huddle.
He doesn't have the control to dismiss those guards.
But he
I
has.
thought he was
a
the
bizarre-
Gregor got those guards to come and...
They're all afraid of him.
He
Now.
might still have power over them, enough to at least temporarily move them out of the
They're
way.
afraid of him.
Yeah. Any opportunity that we can get rid of him and claim the half-orc back, we'll take it.
Or he could have powerful magic that he's withholding.
Oh yeah, I don't trust him at all. But what option do we have?
I mean, that fireball was more than just an illusion. And so was the thunderous wave.
Well, the broken sky are all capable of that.
But that was more than just an illusion.
My worry is we kill him, but he sets the half-orc to have a permanent vendetta against us before he goes.
We can't harm him while she's still under control in any way.
Quite the conundrum.
Quite.
The second we injure him, she will kill us. And
Unless
she
we
won't
kill him
stop
quickly.
until we die.
Kill him before he can speak a command. When he
He's
least
already
expects it.
spoken the command.
As in, a command to kill us.
Well, once he
You
is
said.
harmed.
Oh. Then we're going to have to just bring him along with us.
Are you done?
Vesuvius, I think we may need to take you with us.
Well, not to the broken sky. If they find out I'm working with you, they'll kill me.
Well, how much
Yeah.
power do you have over the guards at the entrance?
Well, some, but there's I've got a better idea. There's a secret entrance to this dig site here in the mines. We uncovered it with the dwarves. That's how a number of them were taken through there. That's where they took all the human guards. I can show you where that is, take you there, and then I'll wait, or I can escape or something.
You can escape with the half-orc.
Well, no, I'll leave her with you, but I won't issue any commands. I give you my word.
But we won't be able to control her when she's with us.
I will tell her to follow you until you can release the spell on her.
And at any moment, you could also tell her to kill us.
Well, yeah, but then you'll kill me.
Not
This
if you're-
will have to work both ways. I can let me at least lead you to the secret entrance, and then you will know at least I'm telling you the truth of that.
How many men do they have at the dig site?
At the dig site, not many. It was mainly this dwarf wizard, the fire giant woman, and then a few of these the scouts to basically make them go through the traps to see if they survive.
And the tiefling?
I believe he's working with them to helping to disarm some sort of vault or something like that, taking traps off of it.
What do you want?
I want to live. I want to get out of here and just never be part of this again.
As an agreement for keeping us alive, we could secure your freedom from the broken sky.
Seems reasonable.
And in return, you hold yourself up with the half-orc.
It will be safer to do that at the dig site. There's less
And you take
chance
us
of them
there
coming. I will
through
take
this-
you there through the tunnel.
Reasonable? He wants to keep himself alive. He
Yes.
can keep the half-orcs
Yes.
until we can save both of them.
But first, can you release the dwarfs? Help in any way to release the collars?
The only thing I can do is override stone commands. I could tell them, don't listen to anybody that has a stone, or something like that.
Can you override it? We have... How many stones are there?
Well, there was 2 here that the groups were using. I'm assuming you've killed and
The thing
taken
is,
those.
the dwarves, because it's proximity-based, all they need to do is rest, get stronger, and then they can help each other remove the collars. They're dwarves. They mine as a...
They should be able
They're
to.
strong
Can
and
we
able.
leave some
That's why
tools
we
with
kept them so weak. There's plenty of tools here.
As long as they're safe, they can get the collars off themselves. So we can tell them that, and they'll help themselves, I think.
Yes.
And in the meantime, you take us to the dig site, you keep yourself alive,
Yes.
and in return,
Yes.
we will free you
I
from the broken
I
sky.
agree. I agree to your plan.
Okay.
I just don't want to die.
Neither do we.
Good.
And we don't want the half-orc.
Do you want me to go first? Do you trust me enough to do that, or how do you want this to work? I
Yeah.
can direct you.
You go ahead of us.
All right.
How far away is the...
It's just on the other side. If you've destroyed this bridge, we'll need to cross the other one. It's on the other side, on the other cavern.
Okay.
It's been sealed. The dwarves found it. It's dwarven made, so it's hard to distinguish from natural stone. But
What about Knick-Knack? He's got his scepter.
He's like, no! Princess has it currently. Give it to me.
Actually, Vesuvius, what does this do?
oh, that's just a wand of detection. It's how I found the secret door in the first place. How did you get that? No, wind. Invisible creature.
If we do go through the things, I feel like Juto should be in front because she's still invisible, and I guess for like another 50 minutes or so.
Yeah, I'd say you got like 45 minutes. It's only been about 15 minutes.
So, we tell the dwarves, we can briefly do that, that they can remove the collars themselves and they'll be free, and just hole up and be safe. Stay away from anybody, and maybe with Knick-Knack's help, the kobolds can help them escape, but that's a bit of a tenuous.
Knick-Knack is just like, the dwarves have suffered. I am, of course, a noble beast of dragons. I will assist them.
Maybe you could tell them
Yes,
how to remove the collars?
give me the scepter.
You'll be relieved.
I must return it to my father, so I may earn my place back in the tribe.
Knick-Knack.
He needs it.
He does deserve it. He has fought bravely.
The shiny, give it
Quest
to me.
is complete, Knick-Knack.
Give me the shiny, please.
What else does this wand do?
It has basic functions. It can detect magic, secret doors, can identify the properties of items, that sort of thing. It's really
Is
more
there
of a
any
trick.
kind of damage that it can
No,
do?
it's a tool for divining magic, that's all. It's how I've managed to convince them that I know a lot about magic.
I know, I'm just...
The
He's very
kobold will not
reckless.
harm itself with it.
Give
It is a trinket, if nothing else.
I feel like we give the scepter to Knick-Knack. Knick-Knack goes back, reclaims his place with the tribe, saves
Helps
the
the
dwarves. We then go through to the dig site. Juto in front, but technically he's leading.
To save the half-orc.
Knick-Knack.
Yes, princess.
You have done very well.
Thank you.
And
You
should
have
be-
also fought well, except the human, who is pathetic and weak.
Yeah.
You should be proud, but also you should be proud of the alliance that you now have with these dwarfs.
Very well, yes. We will
And
help them,
I think
provided that I will tell them not to kill any more of my kin.
I don't think.
I'm sure you've helped them, they've helped you. Something can be worked out.
You have
there.
taught much to my tribe, Princess. The art of diplomacy. I have learned that the shield is the greatest weapon of all, thanks to the invisible demon. Forever it shall be named Bluto.
I'll give him the one.
He holds it, and he holds it aloft. Ah! Now Knick-Knack will be king! And he puts it, he like tucks it in his little belt around his armor. He looks up at you, he holds up his hand like this to Elora.
Give him my hand.
He like takes it and he kind of goes up on his tiptoes and he like his little mouth just kisses like the tip of it. And he's just like, I shall win your favor one day, my princess. And then
Okay.
he like starts heading off basically.
Goodbye, little lizard.
Farewell.
Goodbye, Bluto. Goodbye, emissary. Human, I hope one day you will be strong like me. And then he heads off
I don't say anything.
and he scuttles away.
Goodbye, Knick-Knack.
Vesuvius is just like, you gave that little lizard my wand.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a long story. I'm sorry.
Yes. All right. Shall I go?
Yes. Lead the way.
Hang
Okay.
on.
I really hope Knick-Knack tells the dwarves the right thing.
I mean,
You're not 100% confident.
I mean, the dwarves.
But you
are,
hope he will.
Dwarves are
Dwarves,
competent
yes.
themselves.
Okay, so are you guys at this point? Vesuvius will basically tell the half-orc like, "Come with me," and the two of them start making their way over.
I stand up finally.
So
Been there the whole time.
move that dice tray. That's it. So nope, I'm going to place everyone in a particular way. Well, so let's put you guys here for now, just because I'm guessing like you guys would have all got to about here.
I think
Knick-Knack to
Juto's
run
in front.
across.
I didn't say anything that I would go in front.
Nope, she
Well,
didn't.
you guys said I
Yeah,
would.
you
I mean, but
I
you're
didn't agree.
invisible.
So at the moment, you've kind of, I'm guessing like Juto's probably invisible, and then you guys are all like this, basically. He basically points over the bridge, and he says, the far corner of this next cavern is where the secret entrance is, and then he begins basically leading the way. How'd you guys do your order of how you're following him, just in case? Well, look, you can smirk at me as much as you want. I still need you to put yourselves
I
in
guess
order.
if I was closest to him as we left that,
You'd be at the back.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Gentlemen first. I'm going to push past and start walking first.
I'm going to
Well,
push
I'm
past.
you have all moved across this bridge with him,
How
following
thin
him.
I'll
is this
be
bridge? Can we
next
sort
to
of
him.
battle
Yeah,
each other
that's
to
what I
be in
figured,
front?
because that's where you were. Well, technically, like the half-orc is next to him, so.
I'm going to try and muscle my way to the front.
Okay, well, yeah,
I'm
that's
also
fine.
muscling
And then
my way to the
Cassandra and Elora. Basically, it is only narrow, so it's probably
Yeah,
like
that's fine.
Cassandra and then Elora, basically. So as you're crossing this bridge, and then just as he plants his foot on the other side, and then you just get
I fucking knew it. So I'm muscling to the front.
fools, and he vanishes. Initiative.
Okay. Oh no.
Hey, why did you move me back again? I was next to him.
Juto was next to him.
Oh, right. Okay.
Don't move me without my permission.
So you're still invisible.
Yep.
You notice he didn't actually gesture to cast a spell, he just vanished. She's at 15.
That's all nice.
Cam Buckland,
7.
7. Elora,
8.
8. Reynard,
20.
Juto,
21.
Damn it.
Cassandra, and no more
so
Knick-Knack.
Patty whack.
Well, at least Knick-Knack can't die.
That's true, Knick-Knack can't die.
You can't kill.
Right, Juto.
Can I make some sort of perception check to see,
You
like...
give me a perception check? Absolutely.
13.
He's not even making noise. You're not sure if he's still standing still. You have no idea where he's just gone.
What's the orc woman doing?
Just standing there for the time being. She's like stopped.
Okay. I'm gonna keep myself positioned, but I'm gonna... Can I, like, put my back to a wall? Just to,
Yeah? Yeah.
So, like,
You can move yourself wherever you
I'm
like.
just gonna, like, kind of put my back to a wall so I can kind of keep an eye on the guys on the bridge,
Okay.
orc lady, and see if I can spot him. And then think that's all I can do, really.
Okay. Reynard.
Fucking Vesuvius, man. Alright.
I had a number of deception rolls I rolled before the game, just in case any of you wanted to make an insight check, and I used your passive insights as well.
Okay.
That's why I was asking to look at your sheets before the game.
Son of a bitch.
What'd you like to do, Reynard? Tell me when we're getting close on time as well, Cam.
I'm gonna
25 minutes.
Okay. We can wrap this up.
really slowly, sort of step by step, just nudge myself closer across the bridge.
Okay.
So I go in front of Cam now. Whoops.
Yep.
I'd like you to stop when you get halfway.
I'm halfway.
Okay.
I'm tiptoeing.
Just
by the way.
actually, no. You can make it the full way across. You wouldn't be able to do this in enough time.
Okay,
You
so
wouldn't have enough
move
actions.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'll just go right past the orc.
Yeah, she doesn't actually react to you.
Okay. I will.
I'm being so dumb. There we go.
Perception.
Why didn't I Hunter's Mark him? Every time someone disappears.
I forgot you had that.
Yeah, Mark didn't.
Oh.
What would you like
This
to
is
do,
like
Reynard?
the third time someone's disappeared in front of us.
What would you like to do?
Can I just roll perception just to see?
Sure can.
16 plus. That's 22. It's just not
no
here.
idea. You have no idea where he's just gone.
You look really pleased with yourself, Mark. You activated my trick card.
It's the element of that.
Right.
Okay. So, this is what happens next. You hear a voice. So you two get a vague idea of where this voice is. It's coming from about here-ish, but you're not sure where. You can make attacks against, so I will tell you now, he is invisible. You can make attacks against invisible creatures, but you have disadvantage, and he has advantage on the attack rolls against you. You can't see him. So at the moment, because you're invisible against him, and it's just like cancels each other out. Like he doesn't know where you are, so he can't defend himself. At the same time, you don't know where he is,
Just
so you're kind of
disadvantage
guessing.
for everything.
Basically, you hear "kill them" spoken out loud. Which the half-orc woman now is reeling these chains back, ready to fight.
Man, I wish we had that wand.
And then he will.
Where don't they go down?
Could have detected him.
Yep.
Where he is.
Reynard.
Yes. I've been hit by this once.
No,
Oh.
I'm still thinking about what I want to do. I just need to check a certain spell. Oh yeah, no, this will work. So, can you make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
15.
15. Wow, 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 wow. That's going to be... Oh, just about. You feel this inky blackness begin to like cover your entire vision, like you're going blind, and you're like, no, no, and you just like begin like shuffling your head around. You just manage to like get the spell out of your head as you feel yourself like blindness kind of beginning to overwhelm you. You just hear like a kind of curse come out. The half-orc woman, however, will then turn on you, and she begins lashing at you with these chains. So that's a 24 to hit.
It hits.
Okay, so the first one, this one, so she lashes at you with one chain, which bursts into flames as it lashes out. This is the one marked flame. It's going to be 14 points of damage. If you've got resistance against fire, 6 of it was fire. As the other one, and then the other one lashes out at you, but this one misses. You kind of duck underneath this icy chain as it comes by.
Okay.
As a bonus action, you don't see it, but a small gemstone just sails through the air. Oh. Let me see if this is going to bounce off somewhere. It lands just in front of Cam. It looks like it was trying to arc it, but it actually hits the wall and bounces. As the gem hits the bridge, it begins to morph into a creature made of stone. Large, impossibly large, moving stone. And it is far too heavy for this bridge. Cam Buckland, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
15.
Okay, you just managed to leap back. Cassandra reaches out, grabs you to prevent you falling further, but the rope bridge just snaps and this elemental just falls down, and you hear a from the invisible area around Vesuvius.
Where did that come from?
And yeah, that's that.
Hang on.
That was
Sorry, I feel like I just missed that entire round. What just happened?
some sort of gem was thrown
An
by
elemental came
Vesuvius.
out and
It
fell.
bounced off the wall, hit the bridge. It turned into an elemental, which was, because it was stone, was so heavy, it snapped the
bridge.
entire rope bridge, plummeting down into the ravine. Cam just managed to leap on as Cassandra grabs him and pulls him on.
He summoned
Okay.
an elemental and can do nothing with it because he is a bit of an idiot.
All right then.
He threw very badly. He threw like a toddler. It was just like,
No longer exists.
Cassandra like just goes like, oh, for Bahamut's sake, I can't get a. She looks at you. Can you get me across here?
I take off my cloak and give it to her.
She like holds it. She's like,
You have to probably.
I need like that. Yeah, you give that. Yeah, okay.
throw you.
She looks at it. 5, 10, 15,
other
20
bridge?
feet. She's eyeing it up.
Don't jump. Cass.
Don't.
She's you can see like that ticking away, and she's like, I could just
I'm gonna put a hand behind her and be
All right,
don't
okay.
you dare.
find a way to get me over there. I can do nothing if I'm not over there. And she's just gonna hold her action. Elora.
Do I get, because I heard that big scream, do I know where he is?
You have you have a vague
rough
idea,
idea?
but you have disadvantage on the attack rolls.
Here.
Yeah. It basically,
no, I wanna
more
cast-
like somewhere in this region.
Can I cast Fairy Fire?
Yes, you can. Saving throw for me, I believe.
Yeah, Dexterity.
Oh, not perfect at it. Nope. So, what happens is you throw the fairy fire out. The radius of this is probably going to hit Juto as well, though. Juto, give me a dex save. It is, because if you think about it, if you wanted to catch here, you'd have to be aiming it. Actually, it's 20-foot radius. 5, 10, 15, 20, yeah.
So I guess
Yeah, but it's going to hit like a massive fucking area like that.
It would hit everyone.
Yeah, it's hitting everybody.
Natural one.
Natural one, Reynard as well. I'll make one for the orc.
That's alright.
But it's better that
16.
we can all see him.
I was
16?
about to do something there.
Reynard manages to get out of the way. The orc, Juto, and the wizard are all outlined in a shimmering purple energy, and you can now see him. Where's this figure? He's literally on the very tip of this rock, basically. He's like here. And like he's outlined, he looks around, he's just like, and he just kind of mutters something under his breath, and the rest of you are outlined. Is that your turn?
Pretty much.
Cam Buckland.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to turn into a
A
raven.
bird, yes, fly across.
Fly way above
Yep,
Orky's head.
yep,
Reappear here.
yep. Move action, bonus action.
Yeah. And then I'm going to cast the following.
Oh god.
Oh, here.
Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
It's not Spiritual Guardian, or Guardian of Faith, sorry. Spiritual Guardians.
Okay.
So I call forth spirits to protect me. They flit around me in a 15 feet distance.
Okay, huge.
If I'm good and neutral, their spectral form appears angelic or fey.
Okay, what do they look like?
They look like little
Cams.
Uh,
Cherub versions
Cherub
of cams. Little like baby cams, like the little diaper bugs.
I was going to be more serious, but yeah, that's good.
I love that image.
I can designate any number of creatures
Okay.
to be unaffected, so all the other guys
Yep,
unaffected.
allies, I'm assuming. Are you including the half-orc as an ally? That's an important question.
Yes.
Okay, so they don't affect her.
When the creature enters an area for the first time, it must make a wisdom saving throw. On the fail save, it's 3d8 radiant damage.
Okay, so he'll do that on his turn.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm just like
Can
cherubs
turn.
in a 15-foot radius.
It's quite a lot.
What level spell is that?
That is a level 3.
As you go to cast it, you hear poof, and the spell doesn't happen. Counter spell.
Fast
What
far
a
off.
dick.
My cherubs.
They come into existence and then poof, they vanish away. That's his reaction.
Have I
for the
done my
turn.
bonus action?
No, you can do it now though.
Spiritual weapon.
And he can't counterspell that because he's already used his reaction. And you can make an attack with it.
It's behind him.
Yep.
And it's a sword, but in the shape of a cam cherub.
Okay.
but with pointed legs.
Okay.
Imagine that how you would.
Imagine that how you will.
Okay. Natural 20.
Fuck yeah. Roll for the damage.
It's 1d8 for every slot above second.
You should have told me which.
I cast it at second.
Okay.
I didn't tell you.
So it's just 1d8. Double it.
6 plus whiz, 10.
10 points. Okay. It's not looking good. Actually, I've got those hit point box here.
Cherub legs.
I'm going to murder you. Okay. Juto.
If I was to cast Levitate on Cassandra,
Yes.
would that pull her over?
So levitate, you can go up and down, and then any lateral movement has to be her own. You have to basically try and like rope or push off or something like that. Levitate just lets you go up and down.
What if I was to levitate? Is there an object that I can levitate to form a bridge?
I mean, I guess the pieces of the bridge.
Yeah, you could try and levitate that. I mean, or the other thing you could do is levitate Cassandra, and then she could try and like push off the wall or something like that. She's pretty strong.
It's like Willy Wonka.
She basically becomes
in a
weightless.
burping tunnel.
Yeah.
But she can control how up and down she goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could try that.
Is there any object though that I can levitate that looks bridge-like?
No, I mean there's like a crate, but again, all you can do is make it go up and down. It's
Down.
not telekinesis.
And it would probably go down if someone jumped on it.
Yeah, if they weighed
And
enough,
they
yeah.
still have to make it.
Or you can just go in Juto rage mode. It's up to you. What would you like to do?
But the thing is, we're probably going to have to kill the one unless
Maybe.
we get what's-his-face to tell it to stop.
Maybe.
I mean, at this point, we're going to kill him and find out what happens when that happens anyway.
So you literally have a risk. It's like
I might get him to stop though.
it might do. If you have a way of making him stop.
How injured does he look?
It's hard to tell because he's still invisible, but there's just like this purple outline around him.
Am I still invisible? I'm not.
You're surrounded by it as well.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Like I'm still.
You're still
invisible.
invisible.
With the purple, yeah.
I'm glowy. Unless I do something.
What would you like to do?
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna hit Cassandra with levitate.
Okay, so you bring out the Doslu.
I'm
Wow!
gonna
should have
shout
had
at her,
advantage to hit her.
Lady Cassandra. I am.
Yep, I've got the rough idea. She's like, I've got the idea, and she begins like crawling up to like. She actually like levitates, hits the top of the tunnel, and then she starts climbing out to like push herself off, basically.
And can I?
You can move.
Please.
Where would you like to move?
I would like.
You were backed up against the tunnel. I
Yeah.
bet.
You
No.
were backed up.
Stop moving me.
I thought you'd do
Nope.
it for line of sight.
No, she's got
You're
line of
still
sight.
Line of sight.
Yeah.
That's just a ravine edge there.
Yeah.
Um.
Where would you like to move?
Can I move? I want to be away. So can I move like?
Yeah, you move there. Perfect. Reynard Ferrahorn.
Right.
This woman is lashing at you with these chains, completely calm and serene. Just
on a great
Just
day out?
FYI, you have advantage to hit him because he's in fairy fire.
yes,
Oh, do I?
yes, you do.
Well,
And her, technically, she's covered in it as well.
she's also got a disadvantage if I move away.
Yes.
So I'm going to move away.
Okay. She is going to try and attack you at a disadvantage.
Fine.
First roll's a natural 20. Second roll's a 3. So
That was
Reynard
close.
just stumbles out of the way as she almost whips a fiery chain into his
Cool.
face.
Okay, well, I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Yep. And then old crossbow Wilhelm
Yeah, so, yeah, crossbow
at him.
at him. So
Okay.
I can see him, can't I? Yeah.
Yep, with advantage.
With advantage. So
Well,
I get do I get double advantage? Because I've also... I know he has acted, doesn't he?
Yeah, you just get one advantage.
Stack.
14 plus 11, 25.
25. Even if he uses shield, that's not going to work. So yes, you hit.
And that does 13 damage.
Nice.
And then 13, 17, and then 28,
Again, shield's not going to help him there.
which does
Jesus,
oh
full
my God.
damage again.
Yeah,
13.
13 damage.
You bring it up.
So that's 26.
Ah! No! No! Right into the chest. And he just collapses. He hits the ground. As he does, the neck thing around the half-orc woman just begins to vibrate violently. That's your go. Hang on. She seems stunned, like she doesn't do anything. Cassandra pushes off.
Oh god.
flies across the space. And basically,
Falls down the ravine.
yeah, basically she manages to push off, kind of has a vague idea of what's going on. I'll make an natural 20 for an intelligence check. She wraps her hands around the obsidian thing and just seems to channel all the healing power she has left as the thing around her neck explodes.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay, the necklace beds in, and you can see this half-orc woman, like, it's a terrible wound. It almost blows out, like, her entire throat and trachea and stuff like that. Cassandra also takes a hefty blow, like, her arms are shredded, the armor is almost blown apart, but you can see all the healing magic she pumped in has just kept this half-orc woman alive. And she's literally holding her on the ground, just like her arms wrapped around this thing, but Cassandra is on the point of blacking out. Like, she's kind of just like...
Can I shout a cure wounds? I want to shout a
healing
level
word.
4 healing word.
Yeah, you've got enough space, yep. So cast that.
I'll be doing mass healing word as well.
Oh wait, if you...
Well, you're both doing it. You're both casting the spells, so...
Yeah.
Okay.
How it's 4, so it's 4d4 plus...
Your wisdom. And I think yours is 3d8, I think. Or like 3d4.
12.
Casting.
Okay, 12.
Actually, which one?
For Cassandra.
Yep.
I'm going to do level 5 great.
Yeah, the half-orc is alive. The half-orc woman's alive. Like, you can see the flesh knit back together from Cassandra's healing, but it kind of leaves a jagged, horrible scar.
Okay.
What'd you do?
Greater restoration, level 5.
Greater restoration.
Greater restoration.
I have it.
That's not healing.
Not healing though.
It says greater restoration. Oh, what is it?
It's not.
No,
it removes
that's like a-
petrification and stuff like that. It's like
mass
stats.
healing word then. So that will be. Yeah, it's 1d4 for slot level above 3rd. So I will do it at 5th.
So 5d4 plus whiz.
Boop boop. 7. 17 to
Okay.
both of them.
To both of them, perfect. What's the time?
It is
51.
9 minutes to.
9 minutes 2, we can wrap up a little bit then. So you kind of do this, Laura, you're kind of casting this from the other side of the chasm. Cam, you turn around as Vesuvius falls and you just summon this wave of energy. Everybody regains that last, what was it, like
everybody.
17?
17.
Yeah, pretty much everybody gains 17 HP
Do a
back.
pulse.
Cassandra's eyes, like you hear, and her hair had started to go golden, but the healing got to her before the effects really kick in. And you can see the half-orc woman is like, where is that fucking prick? I'm gonna murder him. And like she's like dragging herself up, like who the fuck are you guys? Like staggering to her feet, like and she's like staggering up. Cassandra's just like, you're fucking welcome, and like gets up as well.
Sandra!
Gonna run over and help her with the.
Oh, Cassandra's still like wobbling in the air. She's like,
Cassandra,
she like focuses and like,
Yeah,
she can put herself on the ground. Well, you can see
I
her.
was like, come and get me! Carry me across! Fuck!
She's Juto just cancelled it, so she
I
like
know.
looks back at you and is like,
That's
I'll
fine.
just stay over here. Fuck it.
That'll be fine. I'm going to get Cass and take the normal potion I gave her out of her pouch and kind of help her with it. There you go.
she looks at you. She's like, I'll be all right for now. We should probably take a rest after this anyway, but I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah.
You and Miss Laura got there just in time. She looks around. The mage is dead then, and she looks around. And you can see his now body returns to visibility after that he basically dies.
Mm-hmm.
This crossbow bolt just thudded into his chest, bleeding all over his robes, and he just looks pretty pathetic, like that kind of that miserable kind of like slick, greasy hair slicked back, and his eyes are just pretty wide in fear. And yeah, you can just see his pouches and his robe spilling out onto the ground.
Well, we gave him the option, and he deceived us once again.
While I'm over here, actually, can I go and search his room properly?
Yeah, you give the room a thorough once over. There's actually not that much in there. It does just look like a comfortable room. There's no magic items. There's no like things that can be used as a trick. The knapsack and the journal. The journal, though, as you kind of flick through it, it's kind of a very sad diary in a way. The story that Nigel or Vesuvius, told you isn't entirely untrue, but it seems that the power and the kind of the deception that he played kind of created this kind of dark persona that he developed. The journal, as you flick through it, it starts off, he was a performer, he's a magician, and he studied it, and he had quite considerable power. He thought of joining the Dawn Republic, but the Broken Sky got to him first, offered him power, which he basically became corrupted by. And you basically find out. The other things that the important information for you is he was sent here as part of a retinue with the two fire giants, Gregor and Tanya. And the journal details a lot of the movements that they took place. They sent the Rock and the Giant Eagles to disrupt the town. Then the Broken Sky forces moved in and basically took things over, primarily through the giants. Vesuvius does mention in the journal that Tanya, the female fire giant, possesses a magic he's never known giants to have. She seems to be able to has fire magic, and is obsessed with knowledge, obsessed with arcane lore. Tanya discovered there is a dwarven ruin or some sort of relic hidden in the mountains, not far from where the Rock is nesting, and so took a team, including a dwarf wizard called Ithane, there to investigate it, along with a treasure hunter that they brought with him to determine if there was any magical trinkets they could steal from the dwarves. Gregor, preferring to take command of the forces, basically took over the city and was in charge of military units, and has been using a forge. Their main goal was to strip mine. Their main goal was to strip mine the dwarves' ore, to gather as much food, like grain and meat and supplies, as they could from the rich farms, and take it all back to Falania. They never actually say where they go back to. Vesuvius just says the giants will know where to go when we have to leave. You don't need to make a note of this because you kind of already know this a little bit, but basically after you guys attacked it initially, Gregor and Tanya contacted Falania, told them what had happened, and they were told you have 3 days, get as much as you can and then leave, because that's when Talis Val will send forces and it will take them 4 or 5 days. So they were basically told you get as much as you can in the next 3 days and then get out.
Right.
And they were told that by Falania herself.
Okay.
Do we have an estimate of how many days it's been?
For you guys, you literally, when you attacked, you went back to Talis Val, rested, and then you came straight back. So it's been about a day. It's been about 2 days, maybe.
So we have 1 day.
Potentially to stop them.
Oh, they're going to go on their own.
Yeah, we don't want
We want to follow them at least. Good to know.
So you get chunk of quest updated.
Story.
You get quest log has been updated with a bunch of new objectives. Yeah, and apart from that, you don't really find anything else. You already had the knapsack he had.
Can I ransack his corpse?
You can ransack his corpse. On his corpse, you find the following. You find 2 greater healing potions.
Oh, yeah.
A scroll.
Yeah.
You are not a spellcaster, so you don't know what the scroll is. And a sack that contains 3 large rubies.
Oh.
Each worth at least. Oh, let's roll this. 300 gold each.
Holy fuck. Nice.
Loot.
The half-orc woman staggers to her feet. She kind of looks around, looks down. Why am I not wearing pants?
It's a long story. However, we have saved you. You are free.
Gathered.
Sorry about the neck. Cassandra.
She scratches at it. It's like
she risked her life. She could have let you explode, I guess, but she put herself in harm's way to save you.
Cassandra just kind of stands up, still a bit woozy. You can see most of her vambraces are basically shattered. Like the metal was literally blown off them, casting shrapnel everywhere, and she's got deep scars all over that. The half-orc woman looks at her and is just like, "Thank you, I really appreciate it. You putting your neck out for me like that. I'm sorry. I didn't actually mean to make that joke, but that's pretty funny, isn't it? Yeah, I'll make a lot of those actually coming forward. But yeah, thank you, all of you. I'm guessing you've been sent by the city. In fact, I recognise you're friends of Korak, right? And Dermot knows you. I don't know who this guy is.
Hey, Reynard.
Great.
Hey.
And Lady Cassandra, I know. Thank you.
Korak sent us
from the other side.
to aid you.
Like waves.
What is your name?
Grunker. Grunker, I've got a name, Spirit Fang.
Grunker Spirit Fang. Okay.
Are you laughing at my name?
No.
I think you're laughing at my name, pretty boy.
Pretty boy, thank you.
No, you're not going to be pretty for much longer when I plant one of these in you.
Take a couple.
Don't think it would.
I don't know.
Pretty sure it wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't know.
I will
though.
hold him for you.
What?
I
Hang
don't
on.
need you to hold him. It's more fun when they fight back, when they wriggle around.
We saved you.
I'd break him.
We
I like you.
Snap your arm. Tiefling's all right.
I could break his legs if you want.
I mean, hang on.
Anyway, what do you want?
We saved your life.
Oh no, she saved my life. You all kind of killed this miserable, perverted weirdo. And she points at the body.
That's why you're not wearing pants.
I kind of gathered. I have vague memories. It's not as bad as you might be thinking. He's just into weird stuff like watching and,
It's in the past, he's dead.
Slapping the ass and stuff like that. It's
Is
pretty
this a
weird.
human thing?
No.
Definitely. No.
It might be a Reynard thing. Either way, we have saved all the dwarves. They are with the kobolds now. Don't ask. They can help themselves remove the collars like you had. They are not as powerful.
No. Good.
But we could do with all the knowledge you have.
Yeah.
It seems like from what Alora's shouting across the ravine at us, that we have a day until they flee back to Falania.
The thing is I would assume at some point you will have the ability to get Alora across, either through flying over or like
we
throwing
take
the
a
cloak
long rest
over.
and then I can do it.
Or do you want to take a long rest? That's another question.
Yeah, what do we want to do?
I mean, I've only taken 1 damage. And I haven't
There's a
taken
room
spells.
over here that's quite nice.
Oh, we
Just
could all hole up
saying.
in that room and rest.
How are we going to get across?
So we use the other bridge.
Oh, the
That's
other bridge is still
broken.
working. Oh, it's broken.
Oh.
It's kind of like half. It's like a tightrope walk.
We could probably fix it, maybe.
Yeah.
Just use some more rope and bring up the other side.
You're all right,
Maybe
adventurers,
the
I'm
dwarves,
sure.
the dwarves could help us.
Yeah, maybe.
I could assemble a few dwarves. They could rebuild.
Okay, so to cut things short, you get the help of the dwarves.
Okay.
Using rope, using crow, raven cam, and spider form Alora or something like that. You basically manage to repair this other bridge, making it much easier for you guys to cross to and
We
forward.
also make sure that the dwarves are okay.
No, that bridge is fucked.
We kick him down.
That bridge
bridge is gone.
fell into
Oh,
the
this
ravine.
one.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
that's right. But you fixed the other one, and you basically managed the thing. Are you guys taking a long rest?
We have a day.
We have a day.
We have a
That's
day
8
to do
hours
it.
for a long
That's-
rest.
I don't think.
Short
I need
rest.
to.
Take
I
a
don't
short
need to.
rest.
Okay.
And then keep moving.
Do I get my key points back?
You get key points back on a short rest. Cassandra is just like, just so you know, I will have no more divine power.
Yeah,
I
maybe.
believe we just tail them and find out information
I
as to
mean-
where Falania's whereabouts are, and that's good enough.
Very well.
Do I get my
We need something to go on.
No, long rest.
They can't just disappear again.
I agree. Grunker looks at you and she's just like, sorry, what are you
No,
doing?
you don't get that back on a short
Nope,
rest.
short, long rest. Long rest for the main stuff, short rest for little stuff. Grunker looks around, she's like, well, my memory's a bit shoddy since they put that collar on me, but I know a few things. I know that most of my men have been taken to some sort of dig site or ruin
Yeah.
to help with some female fire giant or something like
Allegedly
that.
there's a secret entrance down that way.
Yeah, there is. No, there is. I remember that weirdo, the pervert, talking about it with some of the guards. It's an old dwarven tunnel. Seems to be built into the mine. Even the dwarves, even the local dwarves weren't aware of it. They didn't know about it. It wasn't until Vesuvius used some sort of wand or something that he found it.
Yeah.
So there is a secret tunnel there.
Yeah, about the wand.
We can go see the knack-knack and borrow it, maybe?
I think I might be able to remember where it is. So I remember
Oh, okay.
talking about it.
If we can find the edges, then.
Yeah, if any of you can find magic, if you have the ability to locate magic, you should be able to find it.
Okay, I can detect magic.
Today.
That would work. Yeah.
Ah, good.
Yeah. Right. So with that, are you guys taking a long rest or a short rest?
Sure.
You're going to take a short rest, so everyone can spend their hit dice. And with that, we're going to finish today.
Nice.
So remember, long rest. Thank you all for watching. We're going to read some donations.
Yeah.
There you go. So you,
God. Cave clear.
couple more rounds.
Where did that go?
Couple more. That fairy fire saved the day.
It's a good move.
Yeah.
I was going to set everything on fire.
Well, I had so many other defensive spells that I couldn't really use. Like, I was waiting to, like, okay, I'll use those next turn. But then Reynard, with his ridiculous high rolls to hit,
2 max power crossbow
Full
bolts.
power bolts.
They were good.
And even then, I was just going to use my scimitar afterwards.
Yeah. Good job.
Right.
It's plugged in. It's plugged in on Becky's PC.
Cool.
Thanks, Sam.
Thank you, Sam. We shall read them shortly.
And we shall read your donations very shortly. There you go.
Pass me my minute, please.
You guys, you didn't die to my nefarious sorcerer of lies.
The bridge thing. That was it.
I mean, that earth element.
It was just like, I rolled because I was like,
That's
okay,
hilarious.
he's quite far away, I'll roll to see how far he throws it, because I wanted to try and get it behind you guys. Like, he was going to try and like properly like lob it behind you. And I fucked the roll, so I rolled a d8 to see where it would bounce, and it literally bounced right onto the bridge. It was just perfect timing. And I thought like, and a huge elemental would absolutely snap that little bridge, so it was perfect.
Thank you very much.
It was just the cursing.
Huh?
How dangerous?
So do you want to know? So Earth Elemental. Katie knows a bit about Earth Elementals.
Over 100 hit points.
126 HP. AC of 17. It gets 2 big fists. It gets to make 2 fist attacks every round. Plus 8 to hit. 2d8 plus 5 damage each time. Pretty scary.
Yeah.
Also, he was a pretty powerful spellcaster. So if he had kept like if the Earth Elemental had kept some of you busy, he would have been like doing things like blink and greater invisibility and shield to kind of protect himself.
So that we took him down quickly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so Nightjar, thank you very much for your donation and your love heart. Ben Dynamic donated saying, haven't seen y'all live since I started my new job 7 months ago. So have some cash and kick some ass, guys. Thank you very much. Hieronymus Lex donated 50. It's a half
Whoa! Half hundo!
Another one for our behind-the-scenes technician. Much love from the Southern Hemisphere.
Sam today. We've got Sam today.
Azarth donated, saying, hi guys, finally watching live. Fantastic work from all of you. I'm super excited as my D&D starter set is coming on Wednesday. Now all I need is a D&D group. Let's hope I can come out of my shell and find a party to D&D with. Honestly,
get some friends. Even if you don't think they'd be into D&D, let them try it.
Yep. Romrabra donated. Come now, Mark. Tom isn't an intern. He's a sub-employee. Also, your DM screen has kobolds all over it. If anyone is still wondering, it's actually dragons. But
there's
I guess,
a kobold on this side.
There's a kobold. My DM has the same one, which is how we all discovered how much we all love kobolds. Darkslayer98 donated saying, here, money! Didn't donate the last few weeks. Hope you didn't miss the $5. P.S. I love you guys. Wish I could donate more. Well,
any donation is welcome.
Donating in the first place is a lovely gesture. Thank you.
I like money, yes.
Olo Remv donated with no message, but thank you.
No tact, Kim.
Brewing Scribe. Hi Rollers, this weekend marks my graduation from uni with a degree in game design, and I can't think of a better way to celebrate than watching some D&D with y'all. Shout out to my player Stahl, who also graduated this week but couldn't tune in live. Thank you, I'll do one more. Holy shit balls. Negligent Money donated a hundo and 30.
Hundo and 30! Woo!
Wow.
That's nuts.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
A hundo and a third.
Negligent Money makes sense now.
Technically, £33.33 would be a third.
Finally able to catch the stream live after 5 months. Thank you all for giving me the inspiration to DM my own homebrew game and to get my friends into D&D.
My pleasure.
There are no words to truly show how you've helped all of our lives, so here are some dosh instead. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And
I'll pass on to Katie.
Dracoon donated saying, hey y'all, gutted I can't watch live. Busy, revising for exams. Have some money because you guys are the best thing to watch during my breaks as you completely reset my mind. Anyone who's never tried to do it, 100% recommend. P.S. Trot, I love you.
Oh,
You
wow.
get a message of love today.
Thank you.
That
Usually I
doesn't
get
happen
abuse.
often.
That's nice.
You've had abuse from Knick-Knack the entire adventure, so.
I have.
I like Nick-Nack.
Lady Vatris donated saying,
Did she?
yes, I've spent a bit on how to word this, but the rest is in capital letters. I'm just going to say it, Tom, I swear this is the first time since you being on High Rollers you haven't worn the same 2 shirts. This third one is nice.
True, actually, yeah.
This third one is nice, 10 out of 10. Okay, bye. P.S. My friends are evil and wanted me to be mean.
It's not too crinkly either.
Oh, it is. It's very crinkly.
No, but it doesn't,
Oh,
look
it
as
is.
I
crinkly.
think the pattern makes
Helps
it.
Pull a Lewis.
Yeah.
Less crinkly.
I think I picked up one of the other ones. I guess I've only worn 2 shirts prior
The
to this.
burgundy one.
Yeah,
I
but the
picked
thing
up
is, like, we
the
only do this
purple
once a week. We kind of forget. Like,
We
sometimes Chris watches the VOD to be like, I wore that t-shirt last week, I should probably not wear it a third time.
Sometimes you wash your clothes and you wear the same thing again on the same day.
A whole week
I have a favourite shirt. I like to
Yeah.
wear my favourite shirt.
I'd have more than 3 shirts. I will point that out.
There you go.
I mean,
Are you
I've
sure?
never seen
I'm
it.
not certain.
Shadow Sage donated, Wang. Hey guys, remember me?
Wang!
Thanks thanks for all you do. Even after he's left, Trell is showing up in my own D&D characters, as I have a gambling wizard who will take any risk for reward. Anyways, just supporting my fave streamers. Love you guys.
Sounds like Smith.
Thank you.
Thank you.
SMI4450 donated saying, Cam Buckin Buckland, you sexy beast.
Well, not wrong. Not wrong at all.
So business professional about it. Like, you're not wrong. I am sexy.
That's quite right.
Spiny Gecko donated. You guys know the deal by now. Roll high, have a great day, and subscribe to Tabletop Weekly.
Hey.
Do it.
Thank you,
Very
Spiny
kind.
Gecko.
Great videos this week.
Frank the
I know
NPC donated. The feels for Knick-Knack's spear. So sad.
I know.
How we?
I offered to go get it.
Did.
How will he defend a great dragon now? Praise the egg. Egg boys.
He has the best
Egg
shield.
boys,
He has
Demon
the
shield.
Booglow.
Hi rollers. This is D
Probably a
Shades.
name.
D-Shades.
D
It was
Shades.
Bluto.
Bluto.
Yeah.
He gets it wrong every time.
Hi rollers. I've been watching since episode 5 and have loved every bit of it. It was my 14th birthday on Wednesday.
Happy birthday.
And I want to show my love by donating for the first time on Twitch.
Oh, that's
Roll high, Kim, Trot, Katie, and Mark. Oh, and Tom. Rip Trell.
Damn.
Well,
Oh, awkward.
skating.
Holy crap.
Whoa!
Double
Whoa!
hundo.
Double hundo.
Gremlins.
What?
Double hundo. Jeez. Oh.
You guys.
Whoa. Okay. Going to need some fan art of Reynard shooting ducks fishing in a barrel. Mark really is the best of words.
Ducks in a barrel.
I like it when you make up words as well.
I don't make up words.
You do.
When do I make up words?
Like,
Freezing hot.
Freezing
That's
hot.
not making up
That's a
words.
phrase,
That's
I
just a
suppose.
bad combination
I
of
think
words.
instead of you saying luscious, you said lushtious or something like that.
You said restaurant.
You definitely said something wrong last
I
week.
say wrong words. I don't think I've ever said the
all
wrong
in
word.
Quick,
VODs,
go through
Mark.
the VODs,
It's all in
find
the
it.
VODs.
Okay, Energy Eagle donated.
Luscious.
Can Knick-Knack be a
Lustrous.
permanent character?
I think you tried to say.
Awkward.
Who can be a opponent character?
Knick-Knack.
No.
Kind of like
He's
a
done
pet,
now.
please. Love you guys.
Like a pet, yeah.
He's got
taking
his
with
scepter.
us.
He doesn't need you anymore.
He's done.
He's done. He's going to become king.
King of the Kobolds in the Veldeban mine.
Tucker2025 has donated a hundo.
My goodness. Thank you all so
crazy
much
this
this
week.
week.
Very
Hello.
generous.
So last week I asked you to wish me luck for an interview for McDonald's accounting department, and it only bloody worked, mate.
Nice.
Bloody worked.
That's some McDonald's money right there.
Aced both interviews last week and got the job, so here's a celebratory.
I hear McDonald's is really good to work with. Good company.
Yeah,
I hear
good luck
that
with the
they're very
job.
good in
After
terms of
this.
things. Sure.
That sounds
I
awesome.
might have to.
Congratulations, Tucker. Messed Up Murphy. Fantastic stream as usual. Knick-Knack made it clear that those guards on the bridge didn't stand a chance. That whole encounter was like fishing ducks from a barrel. Praise the egg.
Like ducks in a barrel.
New t-shirt?
Latitudinal doodinal.
It's a duck in a barrel.
A kobold like fishing in it.
But then there's you fishing the duck.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Latitudinal doodinal. Wow, I saw Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 at midnight last night, and now I've accidentally slept through the first half of the stream.
Oh.
Guess I'll have to watch later, but I'm still donating because this stream is probably as awesome as the others.
Pretty good film.
That's pretty good.
Is there-
Mine
Still haven't seen it.
apples!
Still haven't seen it. Still haven't seen it. Still have not seen it.
When,
Go and see it.
It's one of the main characters.
Miss Fluffy Kitty. Hiya! Thank you for streaming last week. Thank you for streaming week after week for the most part. Quick question: when will the North America store be ready? I need the High Rollers poster on my wall.
Ask
That's
Mike.
Merch Mike. He
That's
knows.
Merch
The
Mike.
last thing he told me, which I think was a week ago, was in about 2 or 3 weeks. So you probably got another 2 weeks or so. That's the last thing I know. At Mikey_Fleming.
Yeah.
He loves
drop.
merch
Direct
questions.
all merch questions to that Twitter handle.
Yep.
Nothgar has donated. Here is some money from your redneck fans in North Carolina. Love watching High Rollers with a cold can of PBR and a new can of dip.
New.
Dip?
I'm guessing like a dip, like a tortilla chip dip, like a. Was that a beer? I don't
Anyway,
know.
thanks y'all for the laugh.
Thanks, y'all.
And keep on trucking.
There's a lot of y'alls today.
I love y'all.
Jacob
Y'all.
Quinn has
Love
donated. Guess I'm missing the stream again. Going to catch up on Yogs Live. # shameless plug. When will we see Kim/Chris DM again? Love you, Mark, but changing up every now and again is
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're sick of me. You're sick of me. Well, maybe I'm sick of High Rollers. Maybe I don't want to run it anymore.
Minis everywhere.
You're bound.
They know my true name. That's the problem. I am bound to this table.
We've got
and to
ultimate
service.
blackmail.
Yeah. No, not really.
Ace of Thorns has donated. Reynard becomes the franchise with these crazy rolls. It cannot be. Reality is flipped turned upside down. We need sudden juto.
It is useful having OP.
I'm guessing it's a wrestling thing.
I mean, yeah.
Sky Silverwing has donated. Well, my Twitch has stopped working. I guess I will have to catch the rest on the VOD. Definitely a Wizard of Oz moment there. Kind of Wizard of Oz characters now that I think about it. One not smart, one with no courage, one with little emotion. Wow, damn. The Game Guy, 415. Hi Rollers, long-time viewer, first-time donator. Thanks for calling. Been watching you guys since session 1, and it's been the highlight of my week ever since. Oh, and Mark, you are the best, and you somehow managed to outdo, but spelt due, Tharisdun with the kobolds, ducks in a barrel. Look,
Ducks in a barrel.
it's like fishing ducks in a barrel. That's all I can say.
Ducks in a barrel.
Hashtag ducks in a barrel. Sky Silverwing donated again. I still say the party should deploy Knick-Knack to go rescue Princess Girly. Man, people love Girly.
Oh, man, it's still going.
It's never going to go. They're never going back.
Rescue herself.
They're never going. She could. They're never
She's
going back.
perfectly capable.
Ramucci donated. Hi guys, last Monday I had my first ever D&D game. I was planning on playing a cute, helpful little gnome ranger, but in game she shifted into a loudmouth who fired arrows at barrels and bought a piece of soap for 2 gold. Thanks for inspiring the play.
Nice.
Was it ducks in a barrel? The Game Guy 415 donated. Kim should read this one out. Do you play a lot of Overwatch still? Are you up to date with your Overwatch memes?
I need healing. I need healing. I require healing. I need healing.
It's pretty.
Juto is Genji.
I did actually feel like when I said that at the beginning, I was like, I had Overwatch.
You were a bit of a
in the
Genji.
last one.
Yeah.
Well, because I keep getting hit by everything. All you guys are all standing back going, oh, look at this, look at this. And I'm like, hi guys, I'm the one doing all the hitting.
Cassandra took a few hits
Yeah,
this time.
but
Like,
she's
you
way
know.
more
It's not
attention
my
to me.
fault that I didn't get hit.
Yeah.
I was there.
I never fucking hit Reynard as well. I don't think I've barely dealt any damage to you.
The half
got
orc
hit.
did.
But you
quite
always
a
go,
lot of
who's
damage
the
to me.
biggest threat? Juto.
Yeah, well, that's because you do the
And I
most
was
damage.
immediately healed back
Yin
to
Yanger
full.
donated. Kim asking to levitate makes me think of a character. I can levitate as an egg and a say, and I keep asking my DMs if I can levitate over things. I even wanted to make myself into a makeshift sail with Fists of the Unbroken Winds. My DMs hate me for it. That's the funny idea. Oh no, I just got rid of one.
As an
Use
undo
the
buff.
shit
I
and
just
do
read
it.
that.
But
Wise Vulture donated with a quarter hundo. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
G'day from Australia. I just received the first Yogscast merch I've ever bought. Got me a Het Film Suck hoodie to last me through the winter. Thank you all much for your entertainment, and I'm loving the Persona playthrough. Kim, you need to cosplay Anne. That's Anne.
In Australia.
On, as they say in the
On.
game. They call it
Price says
on.
hello today.
Do you have English voices or Japanese voices when you
English,
play?
because they didn't release the Japanese voices.
Did they
when
not?
I started.
That
They
sucks.
have now.
Oh,
They have now,
okay.
but they didn't when
you
it
got
first
early
launched.
access, right?
Yeah.
Did you
Apparently,
get early access?
Even then, it took like a month before they
I've
rolled
never
out.
played Persona, but I've read an interesting tidbit about why all the lyrics are in English in the game. It's because for the Japanese audience, it's less distracting to have a language they don't understand.
Yeah.
And therefore, it's very background. And also, apparently, some words just sound cool.
Also, like Japanese culture love like English music as well. Like Cowboy Bebop, popular anime series,
So
had
they
like
go.
loads of
And
jazz.
they
and stuff.
apologise to English audiences for it being distracting because it's
Yeah,
English lyrics.
distracting. I can barely speak English.
Miss CL donated saying, "Holy shit, Cassandra's saving the day. Cam and
was a lucky
Elnora
roll. That was a
both
lucky
healing
roll.
at the same time. The music makes this entire thing 100 times more epic." Well, you can thank Sam for that
Good job, Sam.
with his choices.
Super lucky rolls.
Metamanu donated a quarter hundo. Another great session. I'll miss Knick-Knack if we'll never see him again. What a funny little NPC. And Cassandra is badass. Thank you guys. I can't wait for next episode. Thank you very much. Techie Reed with another quarter hundo.
Whoa!
Nice.
Your powers combined, you make a hundo. Hi guys, you're awesome as always. Have some money. Mark, don't forget to raffle plug for the table. Winky face.
Yeah.
Son.
Still
We
going.
know about it. Yogscast, geekandsun.com/Yogscast table giveaway.
Would you like
It's now
to
got a
win
pen
this
in
very
it. I
table?
lost a pen in it earlier, so you can have that
There's a
pen.
pen now. though.
There's just more stuff every week in
Yeah.
this
Every
table.
week we'll try and put something else.
We don't
in
even try,
there.
it just happens.
Yeah.
I've got awkward
There
dog
you go.
bone.
Oh,
I did it last week, but
I'll do it. I haven't done one
I
in a
don't
while.
think you've done one since I've been here.
Yeah, I've not
Go
done
on
an
then,
awkward dog boner. Awkward dog boner has donated. This week's boner rating! Shooting ducks in a barrel at a freezing hot restaurant out of 20. Raging hard on moment. Knick-Knack best boy, Nalistri get cocked. Erection rejection moment. Broken Sky guys, just like Yogscast, Tom's a prick and Sam kisses ass. Hashtag bone on Sunday. That's not very fair to Sam. Sam is a wonderful hard worker who does not kiss ass.
Sam's
Tom
gonna kill
is
the
a prick.
stream in a second.
Tom is a prick though.
That could be any of the Toms.
Yep. Not me.
Let's make it Tom
Hashtag
Hazel.
bone on Sunday.
I said it, you weren't listening.
Say it again.
Hashtag bone on Sunday.
It's alright, we got blackmail. He has to
Minis
say.
just everywhere.
Charlificate, or Charlificate, please, for the love of all that is good, let Kim go to sleep. There you go. You can go to sleep after this. Star Monkey TV
Keep him on your
donated.
desk.
Yeah.
Hi Mark. Thanks for taking the time out of your busy schedule during the week to go box hunting for me.
That's fine. It's part of the job.
I don't know what that means.
It was parcels
boxes.
that didn't
We
arrive.
found the parcels from
Oh, nice. Good.
Found him.
Ben Dynamic donated again. Dip is tobacco you put under your lip and spit. It's nasty. I don't do that crap. There you
It's
go.
just
There's two left.
South Carolina thing.
Should I just do them?
Just go.
Yeah, just do.
Charlificate again. 2 questions. 1, is Reynard using the Unearthed Arcana Ranger, the revised Ranger? I did see the
He is.
I am,
notes.
yeah.
He is.
2,
Not very well.
No, you
don't
did
have to
fucking
be.
great.
I haven't used any of his actual stuff, really.
all right, okay. We could talk about this. This is fine. He does have a weird rash, and it is growing. And no, it's fine. Money talk alert. They've got a limited amount of money to support you. Is it better to support through Twitch or through merch? That's a good
I'd say
question.
Merch, because then
Also,
you
like,
also get
that's it. Like, I feel like
Yeah.
merch is
You
always
get
better
something.
because you
Cool
get something
t-shirts.
to wear and a cool thing.
posters.
We
Donations
do.
lovely.
Yeah.
Super appreciate all of the donations, but I think merch, the money wise, it splits out the same. I think
It
so. It
does,
doesn't really
it's-
It
matter.
works out similar.
Yeah.
And then
Unless
way
you
more
donate a
people wear our
crazy amount,
t-shirts.
obviously,
Yeah.
then it's different.
Yeah.
It goes a bit more, but yeah, if you're donating sort of like under $20, buy a shirt instead, or like,
Yeah. You'll
or
get
what,
something
you
for
do
it.
whatever you want. But yeah, a t-shirt you get something back, or a poster, or a wristband,
But
or
some
whatever.
people prefer their messages being read
And that's
out, so
fine, and that's
fine
why
too.
we love all of it.
And the last one is Mark Humes really sucks at citadels. Weird.
He doesn't though, because I think every time that I've played on stream, I've won. So
Oh, but that wasn't the recent game.
Fragman 777 donated saying, very good episode this week. This episode was a dream for the Wilhelm scream.
it was.
With all the
So
people
many like
thrown
ravines.
everywhere.
2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I threw him over
And
the
then
edge.
technically
of
the
the
element-
time.
Gollum just went straight.
Yeah, it doesn't really make it
The wall
scream.
whip
Elemental
was pretty
went
good.
straight.
Also,
War Whip was very
Tom/Reynard, as a permanent group member, Reynard has really grown on me over the last few episodes.
Gross.
Sweet.
I'm gonna murder him
Should have
next
been
week.
just an immediate.
Started off like hatred,
Yeah.
and then
Dual
slowly
hatred.
bearable.
Hate this prick.
Thank
What a
you.
knob.
Tolerated now.
Thank you.
Thank you all so much for your donations and for just watching as well.
Yes.
Sticking to the end.
I'd say the one thing to go back on, like another thing, if you love the stream and you want to support us, spread the word about it. Like that's the best thing you can do. Post it on Reddit.
More
Post
eyes
people on Facebook. Tell
on the
people on
stream.
Twitter if they want to get into D&D and they've never watched a stream. Come and watch this one. If you go to the HighRollers, the Yogscast wiki, they've got all the list of episodes. I recommend episode 29 is a pretty good starting point if you've not watched for a while. So if you want to tell your friends.
Actually, someone on the Reddit, someone posted recently saying, "Where should I watch from? I haven't watched in a while." And someone split up like
Yep.
which
on
arcs
the
were in
on the
which.
wiki, it's got it all split up and stuff like that.
So you can pick an arc if you've.
But I think like
followed.
episode 29 is the start of the Winter Spire arc,
Winter
and I think
Spire.
that's a really good sort of like. I mean,
Spire's a good arc.
there's obviously a lot of content before then, but it's a good arc and it flows into a lot of other stuff. So
As homework, if you do enjoy what we do, bring someone else along to
Yeah,
next Sunday.
induct someone
honestly,
else.
it's the best thing you can do.
And follow
because-
me on Twitter.
Well,
at
that's,
Amadeus_Fing.
No underscores.
Oh well, they're gonna follow the wrong account now.
Got 120 higher as a result of last week.
Yeah,
Tweet it all now.
I do.
he is now.
I updated everyone on
I
the fact
think
that
I
I'm really
muted
bad
you.
at player unknown.
I muted him as well, Kim.
you can also support our DM by subscribing to his new channel, Tabletop Weekly.
There's a great video this week with Trot Smith and Mike, and we played Watson Holmes, and it was a lot of
It's a
fun.
great
Mike, the
video
one you
every
need to bug
week.
about merch.
Huh?
The guy you need to bug about merch.
Yeah, basically. Yeah,
Enjoy.
it's good. It's fun.
Sorry,
and you can
Mike.
watch
Not
Kim on streams and YouTubes, and
What?
Hat Films do a thing.
And I
Kind of boring now.
Katie's events.
Kate organises
Tom does
events.
stuff.
I do think.
If you want to watch a bunch of people be really bad at PUBG, watch Hat Films.
Thank you.
Pretty much.
And good night.
And
Yeah.
good night.
Good
Oh,
night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, 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 bye.
Yo, you rascals with the bellies full of pie, and listen to this tale of old where the heroes both beat high.
Hey, he's a master of concealment and an adept at disguise.
With years is when he's sinking faster, husband wants to lie.
He's slain many a villain, be a dragon or wizard. He's looted chests of all the best of treasures he could find. He's the undefeated champion of adventure, war and passion,
And he sings this song as he goes along with a fiddle and a pipe. The grass is green, the air is clean, a sweet lass by my side. The wrinkled body looking so as breeze are up behind. The world is full of monsters, well, but they ain't here at the time. So let your rooks propose a toast to these drunken friends of mine.
A hero journeyed far and wide, but it riches, gold and magic. But he never found his true love sight, and it made him sad and tired.
Mademoiselle Marley was walking and he was shot as he was singing.
And I played it fair from over there with a bow and she was mine.
She apologized profusely, said she thought he was at war, and she carried him to the nearest inn where she nursed him back to life.
Well, they fell in love directly, and she married him that night.
So the half they down, they cut me up a song about that time. The grass is green, the air is clean, the sweet lass by my side. There ain't nobody looking so I squeeze her up behind. Hey,